There you go.
No, Haley's left. Yeah, one left.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us here on Cool FM Live for Opening Day Baseball 2025, Cochise County. And where else would you rather have opening day start off but here at historic Warren Ballpark, where the 2024 2A state champion Bisbee Pumas host the St. David Tigers. I'm Dave Davies. My co-host Paul Corder will be joining us very shortly, but we're very excited to be back here at my favorite place on earth, Warren Ballpark in Bisbee, Arizona. Again, everybody knows the story by now. The 2024 Bisbee Pumas pulled off the impressive and won the 2A state title, and they will now have the biggest bullseye on their back that you could possibly imagine. The St. David Tigers coming in here today a little banged up today. They did have a couple of Owen Judd's got some shoulder issues. He won't be pitching for a while. Cooper Merrill tore his UCL. And so they're waiting on an MRI. He might be able to hit, but the two big arms for the St. David Tigers already down this year. So they're going to be running a lot of freshmen this year. A couple of names that we know, Vincent Ciccarello, Cedar Haney, Luke Haymore, but a lot of new faces today for the St. David Tigers. And for the Bisbee Pumas, you already know what it is. The Murderers Row. That is the Bisbee Pumas: Sebastian Lopez, Ross Olivaria, Bryson Meyer, Jackson Alvarez, Hunter Wright. The list goes on and on and on. Head coach Todd Hammett. Again, it's a new year. So the Bisbee Pumas have got to reset this thing and do the whole thing all over again. As Coach Todd said, one game at a time. St. David coached by head coach Ron Goodman. So again, we're looking forward to a highly competitive opening day here in Bisbee, Arizona. Before we get started, please allow me to thank some of the people that make this broadcast possible for you. Thank you to SOSI. Every play, every pass, every goal this season, they're with us every step of the way. SOSI, supporting our community, supporting our teams. Learn more at SOSI, that's SOSI.com. And thank you to Right Way, now serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County, providing heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services the right way. Happy to support our local athletic sports broadcast. That'd be me, and Paul Pizzi-Corder, and Jeff Davenport. So thank you very much, Right Way. Thank you to Allo Fiber, your new phone team for internet, phone, and television. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the fiber difference. Thanks to Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products that you can find at Sea Sun Creations in the Sierra Vista Mall or at SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. Thanks to Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, now open Saturdays, 9 to 2. Thanks to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Give them a call, 520-456-8945. Thanks to Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have 3 physical therapy departments located in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas, providing the highest level of patient care. Make an appointment today, 520-432-6435. Thank you to BARNETT'S Towing and BARNETT'S Propane, serving our community since 1963. Thank you to Sherry ETHELL team at Long Realty. Proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, give them a call, 717-599-2439. Thank you to the Morse Automotive Group. Committed to making a long-lasting positive relationship with our community. Stop in today and experience a new vehicle buying experience. Ed Morris Automotive. As always, thank you to Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative for serving our community. And thank you to Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical home care for people that struggle with activities of daily living. Give them a call, 520-685-1035. The coaches are meeting at home plate. They were chatting it up. All the coaches around Cochise County are such good friends, but they're ready to go. In just a minute here, we are going to have some baseball.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national anthem.
And enjoy the national anthem, and then it's time to resume America's pastime. Sorry, folks, I do have to talk through this national anthem. It's copyrighted and not being sung by Principal John Watts, so no disrespect intended, but the Zuckerberg police will take us down if I allow this national anthem to be played through the broadcast. So I do extend my wholehearted apologies for that, but that just gives me a chance to talk a little bit more about the game we're going to be out to witness. The Bisbee Pumas, defending state champions, and again for the St. David Tigers, coming in here to Warren Ballpark and sneaking a win with a mostly freshman lineup would just be ridiculously impressive way to start their season. So again, Coach Goodman, as his words, is hoping for a competitive game. Again, lost a couple of his big ones right out of the gate. So the St. David Tigers running with some younger players today, but we know that St. David is a factory. So I expect a high level of play from these boys today. But that being said, play ball! So here we go. St. David going to be coming up to the plate first. First three hitters for the St. David Tigers. That's going to be Grant Haymore, younger brother of Luke Haymore. Owen Judd, and then the aforementioned Luke Haymore. Luke Haymore had a huge year with the bat last year, batting over 500. So again, they tell me that they're down a couple players, but I still see Emmett Etter, I still see Cedar Haney. So the St. David Tigers, they're not as down in the dumps as Coach wants to let on to believe. So here we go. Here comes the Pumas. The defending state champion Bisbee Pumas have taken the field. Bryson Meyer, Arm of Fire, will be on the mound today for the Bisbee Pumas. He will be on a pitch count if you watched our Tuesday show yesterday. Bryson Meyer dealing with a little bit of an elbow issue, so there will be a pitch count on Bryson Meyer, roughly around 60 pitches. But Bryson Meyer is as tough as they come, so I'll be expecting some fireball strikeouts today. First one's already looking good on the warm-ups. Yeah, all the familiar faces out there again. A couple of new ones. We do have Tristan Meyer and Cam Anderson. So Tristan Meyer's going to be batting 7th today. Cam Anderson batting 9th. And of course, Sebastian Lopez, the center fielder. But here the start for the repeat state title begins today against the very tough St. David Tigers. And after this game, Bisbee will travel up to Phoenix for a 4-game gauntlet that includes Fountain Hills, Phoenix Christian, and Pima. So Coach Todd wanted to see exactly where his team is going to be right away to start the season. I mean, again, when you have a bull on your back, embrace it. Go play the biggest and the baddest, and let's see how good we are this year. And again, St. David, again, looking for a win over the big bad Bisbee Pumas on opening day here in Warren Ballpark. And what an impressive win that would be. Thank you, everybody that's joined me today for opening day on Cool FM Live. Again, my co-broadcaster Paul Pizzicorda is walking up to the booth as we speak. I'll be running the play-by-play for the day. And then after this, we'll be making our way back to Sierra Vista, Arizona, where the Buena Colts are hosting Horizon in their playoff game tonight. But my co-broadcaster Paul Pizzicorda has entered the booth.
Nelson!
Yeah, you know Nelson's in the house with us again this year.
All right, I did not know that. I'm so glad he is. Why do you have this thing back here?
Because it doesn't fit over here, brother.
Oh,
so what happens when you get the guy with the bad tripod, you know, opening day duties.
I could give you the one that's snapped in half if you want that one. All right, then. Back and better than ever.
So, yeah, coming up to the plate to start off this game, Grant Haymore, younger brother of Luke Haymore.
Really? All right.
Bryson Meyer, first pitch of the 2025 season. That's going to be a little low of 1-0.
We can fix this. We can put this up further if you want. I'll do it. You just
What's
keep in the game. 2-0 now.
2-0 pitch from Meyer. Good luck. I tried everything. What? So Bryson Meyer, 2-0 to start off this first hitter, Grant Haymore. And that's going to be swung, tipped, and fouled back.
Sorry about it, folks. 1 second. Feel me?
All right.
Yeah,
That's
right?
what you're here for, brother.
Yeah, sorry everybody, I wasn't here earlier. You know, when you got work.
No, you're good. So 2-1 pitch. Swings through it. 2-2 to Grant Haymore. Again, as I was explaining to the viewers at home, St. David already on the schneid already. Cooper Merrill torn UCL.
No.
He will not be pitching this year. And Owen Judd has a shoulder issue. He will be pitching. And that's a strikeout by Bryson Meyer. A sit-down pitch by Arma Fire. That's going to be 1 out to start the inning.
Is Cooper still Cooper Merrill still hitting?
He can hit
Okay.
if he can deal with the issues that come with hitting.
Awesome.
So this is going to be number 16, Owen Judd, coming to the plate.
I appreciate you, brother. Oh, baseball time is fantastic.
Hey, you
One
made it
away.
right for the first pitch.
I did.
First pitch coming into Owen Judd, fouls that one back. 0-1.
Oh, and Judd, Dave, we talked about, and Todd Hammett knows very well right now. It's Todd Hammett's one of the most educated people about baseball in Cochise County. Owen Judd, one of the ones he fears from the St. David Tigers.
Well, they tell me how down they are, but I still see Luke Haymore, Emmett Etter, Cedar Haney, so there are a lot of familiar faces for the Tigers. 0-1 pitch, a little high, 1-0, 1-1.
Just off the plate, 1-1 the count in the bottom of the first inning, 1 away. Top of the first is what I meant to say. I'm just getting used to calling baseball. I'm just so happy to be
first
here.
error of the season. Pitch in, strike, 1-2, outside corner. Owen Judd with a little look back to the ump.
Gabe Garcia style, let me tell you.
Oh, it wasn't Gabe, but it was.
Hanser Martinez in the chat says, "Let's go, Bisbee."
1-2 pitch. That's going to be knocked over to first. Well
Olivaria.
played by Olivaria to Meyer. 2 outs for the Pumas.
Yeah, that's just state championship baseball, and already we see the infield coming into play. No funny bounces this year for the Bisbee Pumas, and we did talk about Wilcox Cowboys. Apparently they've redone their infield as well, so maybe the funny hops from Cochise County go away and the defensive numbers for a couple teams go up here this season.
Well, that's what made us so special. But yeah, big shout out to Banning Creek Enterprises. They are the reason why you're looking at this gorgeous new field at Warren Ballpark. So thank you very much to the Meyer family, Banning Creek Enterprises, for giving our champion Pumas a field that they deserve. Again, this all beauty needed a makeover anyways. First pitch outside, 0-1 to number 19, Luke Haymore. Batted over 500 last year. Big bat for the St. David Tigers.
Good pitch.
Fouled back. Great pitch by Meyer. 1-1.
Yeah, Meyer looking good. We know Meyer's dealing with a trap injury, kind of a shoulder injury. Not necessarily his elbow, although he's feeling pain in his elbow. We learned that comes from the shoulder in the upper back.
Pitch. He swung through it. That's going to be a second strike on Haymore.
That was just a great slider from Bryson Meyer. Nothing he could do there, Dave. Haymore looked like he might have committed a swing before the pitch was thrown. Now finds himself down 1-2.
That's the reason why he's the reigning 2A player of the year. 1-2 pitch from Arma Fire Bryson Meyer. Right down the gut. Strikeout. Bisbee Pumas 1-2-3 to start the 2025 season.
And we're going to go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. No hitter. Perfect game. Still intact for Bryson Meyer after 1.
That's an early call.
And then, well, we got the Murderers Row. The Bisbee Pumas coming back up. A lot was made about the Bisbee Pumas. They won last year, but they've only lost 3 seniors: Michael Alvarez, Jose Mendez, and also Anthony Molina. Now, Anthony Molina hit cleanup, but in terms of bats for the Bisbee Puma, that's just the biggest loss is Molina.
Yeah, again, they lost Mendez, as Coach Shad mentioned yesterday, the leadership of Jose Mendez. But as far as on-the-field replacements go, you lose a Molina, you replace him with Jackson Alvarez. You lose a Mendez, you replace him with a Jackson Alvarez. So the Bisbee Pumas are just reloaded. Tristan Meyer and Cam Anderson making their varsity opening day debut in the starting lineup.
So we're going to see Owen Judd? Owen Judd is, he did this. Okay, he was number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, because I know he's got that injury you were talking about. I didn't know. So credit to the boys playing through these injuries, and I'm glad they are, because we had high expectations for the St. David Tigers this year, for sure.
Oh, yeah, and again, they're telling me that they're a little, undermanned, but I've seen a lot of familiar faces for St. David, so, and it's a factory. It's a factory in St. David, but we know what it is. So, Again, back in Bisbee, Arizona, historic Warren Ballpark for opening day baseball. No other place I'd rather be.
Vincent Yeager taking the bump from the St. David Tigers. This will be our first look at him pitching, even by going all the way back to last year. You know, a few people, Merrill and Judd, do that pitching for the majority of the St. David Tigers. And like you said, they're hurt. They can't throw this year, which is a huge loss.
Yeah.
But Yeager's got himself a tall task coming in against the murderers row of Cochise County, the Bisbee Pumas.
Yeah, you say you want to talk about learning on the job. Opening day in Warren Ballpark against the defending state champs, the Vincent Yeager, has his work cut out for him. Let's see what the kid's got in that arm. But in between innings, please allow me to thank Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical home care for people who struggle with activities of daily living.
I was in Douglas providing that activity there today, Dave.
Yeah, you were. Give them a call, 506-885-1035.
Also, thank you to Silver Spring Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community.
Here he comes, his first at bat of the year, the center fielder, number 0. He's here, he's there, he's every frickin' where. Sebastian Lopez coming up to the plate. Yeager, big spot for the kid. Catcher's a little nervous behind the plate. That's Cedar Haney behind the plate. Cedar's stronger than Wood Haney.
Sometimes the nicknames write themselves.
So here he comes. And they all, of course, they have all their own walk-up music. But Coach Todd regaling us with some tales about Sebastian Lopez and Bryson Meyer talking smack to each other during batting practice.
For those following along the NFL draft, Cam Ward and Shador Sanders. Cam Ward was letting him have it. You should be trying to compete with me. I love it. I love that kind of competitive energy.
Coach Todd says the Lopez bat has come to full form, so expect big things this year. First pitch, and Lopez skies it. It's very bright out there. Left fielder should have an easy play, though. And does.
You got to get, when Sebastian Lopez gives you the out, you got to get him off the base pass. Great job there. And left field to the St. David Tigers. One away.
Yep, so one pitch, and one out for St. David. Here comes, woo! Ross Olivaria. Olivaria. Center fielder might want to start cheating towards right because we know where Ross hits the ball.
Very well-versed gap hitter.
First pitch from Yeager. Ross swings through it 0-1. Yeager off to a good start, 2 pitches in.
Yeah, that one Ross took a little bit of a anxious swing at that one. He really wanted to get that in there. He was looking at the right field pole before the ball crossed the plate. Keep your eye on the ball, kids. Fundamentals never leave baseball.
So, second pitch from Yeager. 0-1 on Ross. Nice curveball. 0-2. Ross just got stood there looking.
That one froze me, David. I'm not even in the batter's box. I'm up here right next to you enjoying this great weather, baseball weather in Warren Ballpark at Bisbee, Arizona.
Let me grab some dish soap. That pitch was filthy. 0-2 to Ross. That's a strikeout. Ross gets sat down by Yeager. St. David, 2 up, 2 down.
Well, here comes the 2A Player of the Year, soon to be Arizona Player of the Year, Bryson Meyer, pitcher and big bombs at the plate.
It's his senior year. Coach Todd said he hit a couple over the scoreboard into that pine tree that you see in left. So Bryson Meyer, senior year, him and Lopez looking to lead the Pumas to back-to-back titles.
His sophomore year, he hit one over the mountains. Raquel Wilson in the Cheslins. Let's go Tigers! How you doing, Raquel? Nice
Hey, Raquel. First pitch. Catching the outside corner. The ump is giving it to those pitchers today, so 0-1 to Meyer.
Well, definitely with Olivaria, he said he's a left-handed hitter, so when you watch the Bisbee Pumas, they set up so close to the plate that if you can locate that inside pitch, outside, of course, to Bryson Meyer, but inside of the left-handed hitters, you're going to have a lot of success.
0-1 pitch. Low, 1-1.
Yeah, they definitely have Bryson Meyer scouted, trying to work away. But Bryson Meyer, a player that does have enough power to go opposite field as well if he needs to.
Well, they don't have to scout him. He's hit balls that have landed at St. David.
It's the other way, but
1-1 pitch. Foul balls. Oh, ball over his head. He tried to decapitate a 2-1.
Yeah, every foul ball that didn't crack my windshield went to St. David, Arizona. Good eye there from Bryson Meyer. Easy to lay off that last one.
That's what I was telling Melissa. I was like, with my car, I can park at the danger zone. You have to park all the way over there.
Butch and Cindy Hammett. Coach Ron Goodman is still the baseball coach at St. David.
Yes, he is. And that's fouled back. Second strike on Meyer.
That was one I think he kind of made his mind up that he wanted to swing at that. It looked like it might have been low, but far be it for me to tell Bryson Meyer not to swing at a pitch. He could park anything, dude.
Yeah, just bat on ball and ball go far for Bryson Meyer.
Sent Ron Goodman a friend request today. Looking to hear back on that one, but that's not a lie.
2-strike pitch outside. Should be 2-2, I believe.
3-2.
3-2, excuse me. Full count.
Don't worry, boy. Nelson's got it.
No, that's a scoreboard. That's right. We have an actual competent scorekeeper. I forgot. Full count pitch coming into Meyer. Yeager looking for a 1-2-3 inning of his own. Big pitch. Meyer is going to knock it foul down the third baseline. Count will remain full.
Yeah, and what I'm seeing here with the Bisbee Pumas, aside from Lopez, who skied into left field, a lot of ground balls. So what it tells me is Emmett Hitter's got pitches breaking down in the zone more than the Pumas expect. A good movement on these pitches from Emmett Hitter. As Butch Cindy Hammett back in the chat says, cool. Ron Goodman is one of the good guys for sure. I'll be honest, I haven't met a bad baseball coach.
No, they're all great. It's been perfect weather for about a week. The wind is a little swirling out there today, though. And that's outside. He is going to walk Bryson Meyer. And here he comes, the very confident sophomore, number 8, Jackson Alvarez.
Jackson Alvarez replacing Anthony Molina in that 4-hole. He's got a lot of work to do. Molina had a lot of pop in the bat, but also just new situational baseball. What was needed of him at that time? You see Bryson Meyer, he kind of waited in the box and make the umpire go to first. All the great hitters are like, no, I got another one. That didn't miss.
Yeah, you mentioned Anthony Molina, another one of those leadership players that they're going to lose. Because, again, situational baseball, he was an RBI machine. If they needed something to go well, Anthony Molina made it happen. So Jackson Alvarez, some pretty big shoes to fill from Holy Molina. So Yeager trying to get out of this inning after the walk to Big Bombs Bryson.
Good size lead from Bryson off of first.
Yeah, it is.
Did they get it? Ooh, that was close.
Sure.
That's a good pickoff move from Eder.
Yeager almost catching Bryson Meyer off of first.
Or Yeager, sorry. Eder's the left fielder. I just got here.
you're good, brother.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, you going for it again? Okay. Yeager not playing around with Meyer at all. He said, you will stay on first base and you will like it.
But that's what the Bisbee Pumas did great with their championship run. Wasn't just hitting or pitching. They played all facets of the game very well. They're well versed on the base pass.
First pitch to Jackson. Jackson's going to sky that thing into center. Center fielder's backtracking. Just not enough on it for Alvarez, but he went for a yard on that one. That does get Yeager out of the inning, so nothing going into the top of the second.
He sure did try to get that one. I think that's Luke Haymore out in center field who was able to track that one down. And Dave, you made mention of it. Very, very good outfield play from the St. David Tigers early on, left field and right field. That sun is up there at Warren Ballpark. You usually play night games at Warren Ballpark. So St. David unfazed. They get out of the inning 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 0-0 going to the top of the second.
I don't know why God loves me so much, because this is normally a night game, but they put it at 3:45 so we can be at Sierra Vista, Arizona to cheer on the Buena Colts as they take down Horizon in the state playoffs.
I just talked to our rival media friend, and he's like, how crazy is this? 4 games today? Like, yeah, that's a thing. So, Reed Welty trying to have Cochise College covered. I put the word in, but, when Coach Baker gives you an award, you kind of have to go do his game.
Oh, no, it's a very special season for the Buena Colts. So, but in between innings,
I forgot my state championship ring.
But in between innings, please allow me to thank the Ed Morris Automotive Group, formerly the Lawely Automotive Group, now serving Cochise County. They are committed to making a long-lasting positive relationship with the community. Stop in today and experience the Ed Morris difference.
Also, thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call with real estate experts at 717-599-2439. And thank you to Barnett's Sewing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963.
Yeah, they mentioned, when I got here today, they mentioned the Mariners jersey I have on. And I'm like, I'm not doing that to the St. David kids. Like, oh, the world's against you. By the way, check out the ring. Like, no, it's a neutral game against 2 of our teams. Yeah, you're talking about the ring. I'm like, no, I wasn't doing that to the St. David Tigers. These are 2 of our teams here.
I was wondering where that story came from.
Yeah, like for everybody. Oh, no, some of the young ones are like, where's your hat? They're like, you're always wearing a hat. I'm like, I didn't want to wear a hat.
Evan Eder going to lead off for the St. David Tigers. Left fielder just made a play.
Double E.
St. David, Double E, baby. St. David Tigers looking to get their first hit of the ball game, top of the second inning. Arm of fire, Bryson Meyer. We do know he's going to be on about a pitch count from 30 to 60 pitches.
Well,
so if they could start working Bryson Meyer, they work into the arms of the Bisbee Pumas here in this first game.
You're absolutely right. The St. David Tigers need a good inning where they get a lot of pitches out of that arm so they can, like you said, get into the bullpen of the Bisbee and get Arm of Fire off of the mound.
Gerald Morgan in the chat says, "Hi guys, how are you doing, Gerald? Good to see you again."
What's up, Gerald? My friend Simon has joined us. He's a former co-worker of mine over at the Roadhouse. He's joined us for opening day baseball. Well, he's a baseball lover. He's a Padres fan. Very odd. First pitch is knocked over to first base. Olivaria over to Meyer. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Bisbee Pumas.
Olivaria, probably the best defensive first baseman in Cochise County, proved it in the state championship game in the playoffs running up to it. He's already had 2 assists here early on in this ball game.
Bisbee defense looking sharp. We know what Todd Hammett preaches, that the offense takes care of itself in Bisbee, Arizona. It's the defense that is so vital for the Bisbee Pumas. And they're impressive all whites today with those new hats.
Those are my faves.
First pitch is going to be a little high.
Oh, you're looking for a player. Cedar Haney at the plate.
Cedar's stronger than Wood Haney. I gave you the lineup card.
I thought you had one. I don't know why you gave me the line. I can figure it out for myself. There you go, bud.
Oh, well, then I'll hold on to that.
You know what? I do need...
Cedar Haney is going to knock that right to first. Ross Olivaria, another out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Bisbee Pumas.
Style points for Ross there as he flips it to himself with his bare hand. So,
oh, the confidence of these Bisbee boys, I tell you.
League of their own style. You can't just get them out. You got to make it look impressive. That is going to bring up Vincent Yeager, the pitcher for the St. David Tigers.
Well, he had a really good first inning. Let's see if he can get St. David off the schneid with a knock, because it's 5 up, 5 down so far. First pitch in for Meyer, low, 1-0.
I didn't think it was possible. Meyer definitely put a little bit of extra zip on his fastball this year. I think he's close to 90. He said he wanted to get up to 90 miles an hour, and this is 2A baseball.
That's ridiculous.
It is absolutely nuts. It's in any high school baseball, that's nuts.
1-0 pitch, and it's going to be 2-0, a little high. So Yeager with a good eye at the plate.
Susie Q. Hammett, it is Vincent Yeager at the plate for the St. David Tigers. Pitcher on pitcher action. And we have a timeout from Brian Martinez.
Martinez Express with an early visit to the mound and a 5 up, 5 down outing so far. But you know, Brian's got this thing under control. So Brian says we need to have a talk, and we need to have a talk.
Robert Lee says, yes, Ron Goodman is still the coach for the St. David Tigers. Everyone knows that knows us knows that St. David is a home away from home from us. And we absolutely love them, especially the baseball and softball coach, Coach Yogi and Coach Goodman.
You know, I told Coach Goodman, we were talking before the game, I was like, you know, obviously you're going to be seeing a lot of us this year. So get used to the Paul and Dave, because we're going to be out in St. David a lot. Because y'all get the best food, and y'all treat us so well. Bringing us goodie bags and all this, like, y'all are the best. Here we go, 2-0 pitch from Meyer into Yeager.
That's
a strike, 2-1. I mean, I like the Yeager just letting it go by, like make him throw me a strike right now.
Well, again, we talked about Bryson Meyer. He's on a pitch count, so work as many pitches as you can, especially in the early going.
Well, they wouldn't have known that if it wasn't for Coach Todd. And that ball is getting away from Martinez, 3-1. Coach Todd giving away his own stuff before the game.
Technically not a season game, I guess, but hey, we go through Max Preps, and Max Preps says all the games, so that's your record according to us. 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1 from Meyer.
2 outs. Meyer's shaking off a couple pitches.
He wants to gas.
Yep.
3-2.
Oh, listen to the pop on that glove.
Yeah, I'm surprised Martinez didn't do one of the handshakes after that. But he's shaking off because it stings your hand.
Well versed in velocity, Bryson Meyer and DJ Elias from Tombstone as well.
Full count pitch from Meyer.
Low.
There goes the perfect game. So Yeager getting to first base, good at bat.
Absolutely, Vincent Yeager working the walk, I should say. That's what you need, and we're gonna have Clark Wilson, freshman for the St. David Tigers, coming up. I'll tell you, Dave, all last year, especially broadcasting Tombstone Yellow Jacket baseball, that was the discussion. These freshmen that are so well versed, and they're playing for these teams that are ranked, especially in 2A, in the top 5, in the top 10 in the whole state. To be a freshman and just walk onto these teams and make an impact, very impressive.
Remind me, I have it right here, Clark Wilson. Clark Wilson gave a little shimmy outside of that box. The freshman with no fear of the state champs and Bryson Meyer.
You don't know what you don't know, Dave.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that. My first game ever in this ballpark against this team? Sure. Let's go get it.
kicker for the Cincinnati Bengals. Never missed a kick, and then once he missed a kick, now he's a little shaky. McPherson. So it's like when it's all going good, it's going good. It's how do you handle when it's not going good? Because in sports, especially baseball, it's not going to go good sometimes. They call it a slump for a reason.
Let's see what Clark Wilson can bring to the plate. His first ever at bat.
Swing.
Oh, he has the good eye. Let's go outside.
It was a good eye to lay off of. I just wanted to see a freshman first pitch.
Yeah, why not? Just go for it. Knock it in the right field on that outside pitch. 1-0 to Wilson. Yeager threatening on first. Yep, and Breyer's going to check.
Nothing doing on that pickoff attempt. And it's actually not Vincent Yeager. He got pulled. Roman Tilton.
Oh, excuse me. Pinch runner. They sneaky, Coach Good, but I didn't even see it.
And he is taking a nice lead off of second.
Pitch is in. That's a strike. 1-1.
That one, not the velocity. So Meyer showcasing both fastballs. He's got the two-seamer and the four-seamer. The two-seamer about 2 or 3 miles an hour slower than your four-seamer is going to be, but it does have a little bit of tail movement on it.
That's why we keep them around, folks.
It's kind of get me over fastball when you throw like that.
1-1 pitch is a strike. 1-2 to Wilson. Wilson's going to have to get that bat off his shoulders. Come on, young man.
Raquel Wilson back in the chat says, "Go, Roman." And we're looking for Wilson, the freshman, to maybe get Roman Tilton on the corner, maybe even cross the plate. But down 1-2 in the count. He's got some work to do against one of the best pitchers that I've ever seen.
1-2 pitch. Big moment for Wilson. He swings through it. Yeah. Meyer gasses him and sits him down, gets out of the inning, rolling into the bottom of the second. 0-0.
Yeah, good job there from Bryson Meyer coming back after that walk. And Wilson, I mean, look, he was playing junior high 8th grade baseball last year, and I'll tell you what, there's not a single soul in 8th grade that throws 90 miles an hour. So that's going to be a little bit of adjustment period. The good news is for St. David fans, they don't really see that in the 1A. And we're not supposed to see it in 2A, but DJ Elias, Bryson Meyer, last year Cash McCumber, Dalton Crockett, they changed the game up with the amount of velocity that they brought to the table. So, I mean, that's just something that people are going to have to evolve with, even at these lower classifications of high school baseball.
There's not a pitching machine in Sierra Vista that throws 90 miles an hour. I think they only go up to 85.
It's called My Arm. Just kidding. I throw 50.
I was looking who's in the valley, the bullpen catcher, and that's going to be number 23. One of our favorite sons, Fabian Hernandez, acting as bullpen catcher today. In between innings, please allow me to thank the Copper Queen Community Hospital. They have physical therapy departments available in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas, providing the highest level of patient care. Make an appointment 520-432-6435.
Thank you as well to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper for all of your landscaping needs in all of Cochise County. Visit them on Facebook or call 520-456-8945. And finally, thank you to Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Look for the iconic pink door. Now open on Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Yeager ready to get this second inning underway. He's going to be led off and faced by Hunter Wright, the Bisbee Pumas.
The Hunter looking for a new set of scalps this year. He took a lot of them last year on the way to that 2A state title. The Hunter Wright looking to get his own party started. Looking for a big year out of the Hunter. Only a junior, so Hunter, a name we've known for a long time. He's been playing since he was a freshman in a lot of these sports. So, very well familiar with Hunter Wright over the years. He said him and Sebastian were so excited to receive their All-Star basketball certificates. Courtney was telling me that they are fired up, ready to play in that All-Star game.
It's great because when you go and hand those out to all the kids, except for Wilcox lit up. They kind of play it cool the whole time, so to hear that's very good, very good.
Now batting number 13, Hunter Wright.
Here comes Hunter Wright. Vincent Yeager, a scoreless first inning against the Bisbee Pumas. Did not allow a hit. He did walk Bryson Meyer, but just now thinking about it, both pitchers walked each other.
Yeah.
In this ball game, dead even on the pitcher versus pitcher matchup.
No, not showing their hand to each other. Yeah, again, Yeager with a good first inning, getting out of it scoreless. The Hunter looking to start the second inning off with a bang, but he's going to watch that pitch go by for a ball, 1-0.
Slightly outside. You can tell Vincent Yeager way more comfortable working to the right side of the plate. That's inside of the left-handed hitters and outside of the right-handed hitters to see if they make adjustments at the batter's box.
1-0, that's outside 2-0. Yeager staying away from the Hunter. He's well familiar with the prowess of the scalper.
It looks like he's throwing him a couple sliders, a couple breaking pitches that just gotten away from him. The first one was a good location. Hunter didn't offer at it. Second one, like you said, kind of got away.
2-0 delivery from Yeager. That's low in the dirt, 3-0.
All right, Vincent Yeager in danger of 4-pitch walking the leadoff hitter in the top of the second inning. And that's where your problems start with the Bisbee Pumas. Every single Puma very well versed at running the base paths.
Yes, you're not wrong. 3-0 delivery.
Yeah.
He's going to get that one. That's a get-right pitch, 3-1.
That was a changeup on a changeup. That's Vincent Yeager said, "I'm throwing this over the plate. Whatever happens, happens." So I like that.
Like a rookie of the year pitch when his arm went out.
Love it. Just get it over. Sometimes you just got to throw a strike to get you in rhythm.
3-1, and he's going to get him to foul it off. Works his way back to a full count. Yeager having a good time on the mound today. What grade is that kid in? He's a senior. Oh, he is one of the few seniors on the St. David Tigers this year.
Yeah, they got big seniors, though, when you talk about Judd and Merrill. And this is going to be Haymore.
St. David lives in 1A contention. That's every year. Full count pitch. See if Yeager can get out of this.
Good pitch.
He's going to get Hunter to sky it up down the third baseline. That's going to be caught foul for the out. One down for the St. David Tigers in the bottom of the second.
Emmett Etter once again making play in left field. That's what you have to do. When the pitcher gets the out, you have to make the play. You can't allow the batter a second chance opportunity. Great job there from Emmett Etter, all the way in foul territory, tracking that one down and putting it away.
Okay, so here comes the Martinez Express, number 15. Now, for all you new folks out there, the reason why we call him that is because every year by the time we get to the Pumas, he's already thrown a no-hitter. Well, hi, Martinez, it's opening day. First pitch into the Martinez Express, and he swings right through it. Yeager is balling right now on the mound for St. David.
Yeah, he thought he was going to get a little bit of a fastball, change-up type pitch there. Martinez was looking at the left foul pole just like Olivario was looking at the right one earlier. A couple of nerves coming out, good nerves for the Bisbee Pumas, as they just want to get this ball in play.
Ooh, that ball is going to be behind the Martinez Express, 1-1.
Yeah, threw a breaking ball that didn't break. We have John Hildreth in the chat says, "Shout out to the Blue Crew." I mean, we're both wearing blue today. Maybe that's
Is he talking about us?
No, he's talking about the Tigers.
Yeah. I got my sweet King Derby New Jersey on. Oh, a second strike on the Martinez Express. Yeager, he's like, it's my senior year too, boys. You could take that ring and stick it in the fridge.
Well, this will be big for the St. David Tigers if Vincent Yeager can come up and throw ace-level stuff on the mound when they're missing their two best pitchers this season.
Coach Goodman's got to be smiling ear to ear right now, but that pitch is low, 2-2.
This is the first time through the lineup, so we're going to have to relax a little bit. Both when the second time through the lineup starts to happen, that's when you see the hitters start to get the advantage, so we'll have to see what Yeager does. But right now, like you said, Dave, Coach Goodman has to be excited with Vincent Yeager.
Absolutely. 2-2 pitch. Can he get out of it? And he can! Martinez is sat down for the second out of the inning. Yeager just going nuts out there on the Bisbee Pumas. He is no fear at all.
Is that 2 strikeouts for Yeager?
Yes.
Thank you.
And here comes his varsity opening day debut, Mr. Meyer. That would be Tristan Meyer, number 16.
Meyer.
He's not Baby Meyer anymore. That's going to be the quarterback of the football team. That's Mr. Meyer now.
How many strikeouts does Meyer have?
2, I believe.
2 and 2? Man, these pitchers cannot separate each other. It's crazy.
So let's see. Coach Hammond has big expectations for Mr. Meyer. Not on that pitch, though. 0-1. Swinging right through it.
Aggressive. I don't mind it. His first pitch in varsity action. Take a hack. That's what I wanted Clark Wilson to do for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's your debut at bat. Go out there and go get you some. If you're going to go out in flames.
It just shows me you want to be aggressive at the plate, and I like aggressive hitters.
0-1 pitch. Now it's 0-2. Swings through another one. But you said aggressive. Better than just watching it go by, like life.
Hey, Yeager's got this movement on his pitches that's really confusing the Bisbee Pumas right now. See what he decides to go here. 0-2. Look for something in the dirt.
Yeager giving Coach Todd some locker room fodder right now. 0-2 pitch. Let's see if he can get Mr. Meyer to chase. And he cannot. He's going to throw it over his head. 1-2.
Yeah, he did throw the breaking ball. I think he wanted that one low. That's the second time we've seen Yeager lose control of that breaking pitch. So he's going to have to get that one under control. But 1-2, the count still ahead in this at bat.
Yeager looking for a big 2-inning start for the Tigers. 1-2 pitch, and he's going to get it. Another strikeout. Yeager going crazy on the mound. And they're going into the top of the third. Nothing.
High fastball, and the Pumas just can't catch him right now. Vincent Yeager doing a great job with 2 innings of work, 1 walk surrendered, and that is it for Vincent Yeager. We got ourselves a pitcher's duel in the early going of this one, the opening day for high school baseball in Cochise County.
Vincent Yeager, more like Vincent Van Gogh, the way that he's painting those corners right now.
That's a good one. Good
Thank
job,
you.
Dave. You nailed it.
Hey, you know, it's what I'm here for. It's why I make the big bucks.
You know who also nails soap and locally handmade and Bath and Body Products is Sierra Vista Soap Company. You can find them at CSUN Creations or visit SierraVistaSoapCompany.com.
You know who's going to nail Cox's butt to the wall? Aloe Fiber, your new home team for internet, television, and phone. Go to aloefiber.com and learn when it will be available in your area.
And thank you to brand new sponsor Right Way, now serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County, providing heating, cooling, and plumbing and electrical services. We will be working hard to earn your trust the right way.
The Bisbee Snack Shack is open this year. It is being run this year by the senior class of 2025.
All right.
Today we got loaded nachos, we got regular nachos, and we got hot dogs. But when Bisbee opens the baseball Snack Shack, trust me, when we have like the Hayden game, there's going to be carne asada over there. Like Bisbee does baseball right, and that's why we live in Warren Ballpark.
I was talking to Coach Todd Hammond after our show Tuesday. Thank you again, Coach Todd, for joining us. But on our broadcast Tuesday, and I was talking about the beauty of baseball, and I think the beauty of baseball right now is that every single moment you can process. You have time to think about. So when this game starts to get in the later stages and there's tension everywhere, everyone can feel it until that pitch is thrown in. I mean, that's why I love baseball. I know it's not in vogue in this generation to, sit there and wait on things and process things, but my goodness, I'm going a long way around to say I just love baseball season.
I want you to process it. In the next half inning, you're going to be on your own because I got to go get a hot dog. But here's going to be number 20, Xavier Bird. You want a hot dog? It's baseball,
You want me to process it? You want some processed food? No, thank you.
So here we go. Nothing. Top of the third. First pitch in, catches the outside corner. Strike 1 on Xavier Bird.
You show up on time, and then all of a sudden you think you take liberties with everything we do now. It's crazy.
Bird swings through that one. 0-2. Bird trying to fly his way to first base, but Myers looking to try to sit him down on 3 pitches.
Another freshman for the St. David Tigers, Xavier Bird. He will sit down. And again, that's just as a freshman. This is actually very good for the St. David Tigers. Early on, these are, I don't want to say meaningless games, but they are games that aren't counting towards your region and your seedings. But get these freshmen in to face an arm like Bryson Meyer. That's very good.
You won't see it again unless you play Tombstone. But here comes a 9-hole hitter, Vincent Ciccarello, a player we're very familiar with. First pitch, strike. Oh, yeah, I don't have to run. I got Simon here. He can go. I'll buy his hot dog. He can grab his hot dog.
It's a C.
Is it Chicker? Oh, it is Ciccarello. Thank you. Let's catch that early in the year.
I only know that because you kept giving me crap during football season.
No, you're right. It's Ciccarello.
Another
That's
freshman.
another strike by Meyer.
But as all baseball coaches will tell you, Coach Milligan for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, who played a lot of freshmen last year, you're not a freshman when it comes to spring sports. You've been here for a couple seasons. And
you're right.
And you better contribute.
0-2 pitch, Meyer. And he strikes out another one. Arm of fire, Bryson Meyer. 4 strikeouts on the day. Yeah, so much for a kid with a bum shoulder. That's Bryson Meyer. That's 2A Player of the Year out there. He said, take your doctor's note and stick it in the fridge. We're now back to the top of the lineup. Grant Haymore, another young player for the St. David Tigers, the one that Coach Goodman likes a lot.
Well, this is what they're saying. They just have a lot of freshmen playing.
Yeah. That's going to be low, 1-0 to Haymore.
You get to the dog days of the season, I'll tell you what. You're not a freshman when we start baseball season, and you have to be that player when we get to the playoffs. And if these freshmen pan out for the Tigers, they're going to make a run in the postseason.
But yeah, I mean, again, getting that experience early. Was there a bigger, better opponent to learn on the job against than to come into Warren Ballpark and play the champs? These freshmen, this is the ultimate learning on the job experience. 2-0 pitch into Baby Haymore. That's 2-1 against Meyer. Gasses it by him at about 88 miles an hour.
So whenever you hear the glove pop like that, that's a four-seamer. Whenever the glove is saying to you 90, that's the four-seamer.
2-1 pitch from Meyer goes right back to the heat. And that's going to be fouled back right towards us, but that makes it 2-2 here in the top of the third. 2 outs.
Yeah, Meyer exclusively using that fastball for the most part here in this inning. He's done trying to locate his off-speed pitches. He's just trying to get himself back into a rhythm. He's done it so far this inning. 2 strikeouts already.
And looking to make it a third, and he does. 3 strikeout inning with a changeup from arm of fire Bryson Meyer.
How are you supposed to hit that?
Now, you're not supposed to hit that. Not after 2 90-mile-an-hour fastballs.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he's got such a good change of pace on all his pitches. He doesn't tip them. You can't get a beat on him. Like Bryson is as long as Bryson is in control of his game, I don't think there's a better pitcher in Cochise County. In Arizona. How about that?
He said in Arizona.
I'm sure Canyon El Oro's got a couple of
I'm sure CDO's got something going on over there. Turn down 4K because we're in Bisbee, Arizona. Yay! The land of dandies and dreamers. Love it. Opening day. Time to go on a hot dog. Throw one a hot dog.
All right, Dave's not going to do it, so I'm going to thank SoSci. Every play, every pass, every goal this season. We're with you every step of the way. At SoSci, we believe in rising to the occasion. When the pressure's on, we say, challenge accepted. Join us in backing the Bisbee Pumas and the St. David Tigers today, because together, we're unstoppable. Also, thank you to Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care for people who struggle with activities of daily living, serving all of Cochise and Santa Cruz County. 520-685-1035.
Hey, Nelson, you want a hot dog? All right, you sure you don't want a hot dog? 2 hot dogs, 2 Cokes. Ketchup, mustard, relish.
So Grant Haymore now going to take the mound for the St. David Tigers. So great pitching by Vincent Yeager. Where they're going to throw the freshman against the Bisbee Pumas now. We'll see how Grant Haymore can respond.
Oh, again, this is a kid that Coach Goodman really likes. Leadoff hitter and now the second pitcher. Yeager, all 2 great innings of work. But like I said, learning on the job. Here comes the freshman.
Good movement on that slider. See what the Bisbee Pumas can do. Javi Montiel is going to lead us off in the bottom of the third inning for the Bisbee Pumas. Javi Montiel, designated fielder last year, gets his chance at the batter's box this year.
Well, you mentioned that crazy stat yesterday.
33 official at-bats and 15 RBI for Javi Montiel.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, just slightly less than half the time he's at the plate, he drives a run in. And if he's going to do it now, he's going to have to clear the fence, but I'm not putting it past him.
No, Javi ready for the season. His senior year, Javi's going to be both ways this year, hitting and fielding. So, but the Bisbee Pumas, the Murderers Rows we referred to, still hitless in this game.
It's up to Grant Haymore for the St. David Tigers to keep that no-hitter intact. Top of the third inning.
It should be the last warm-up pitch. It's not the last warm-up pitch. Javi's going to sit there and enjoy that beautiful Bisbee sunshine just a little longer before he gets in the box. Thank you everybody that joined us today. A lot of people watching opening day baseball on Cool FM. Don't forget Cool FM sports page. You're going to have to like that too. And the YouTube page. Smash the subscribe button.
There's going to be a point in time near, and I'm calling it now. This is just all speculation, but we're going to exclusively stream on YouTube. There's just too much there's too many variables and too many problems with streaming on Facebook lately.
You're not wrong about that. But here we go. Nothing in the bottom of the third. Javi Montiel coming to the plate. Somewhere Emilio Mendez is going, Javi!
I've been waiting. I've been looking at the chat.
That's why I got up and moved all the way up there.
Javi's got first pitch swinging down the left field line. But yes, that is going to be foul. 0-1. Bisbee being aggressive with the bats.
That's what you like to see from the chance. And I'm more of obviously the scouting report on the pitchers you have. If you're playing, let's say, DJ Elias and Tombstone, yeah, you might want to take some more pitches and kind of work him and see what he's got. Get the number of pitches up there. But when you're a team like the Bisbee Pumas, you got these bats. Just throw the barrel at it.
Lifted into the left, but right at the left fielder, Emmett Eder. Double E makes the play. And that's going to be 1 down for the Pumas.
And then Eder been very solid in left field for the St. David Tigers. brand new field in Bisbee, Arizona. Love to see it. Cam Anderson now coming up for the Bisbee Pumas. Freshman last year, sophomore this year. This is one of the people that Coach Todd would talk about. Hammett, he said, you know, I understand Tombstone's got really good freshmen. They are all great, but I like my freshmen too.
Yeah. Normally he doesn't speak with such confidence, but that's going to be dribbled down the left field line. Just foul for Cam Anderson again, making his varsity Bisbee Puma debut. Cam Anderson trying to get the first "Let's Go Pumas" out of Dave of the year. Haven't got one of those yet. You got to earn those things.
Yeah, got to do a "Let's Go Tigers" as well.
Absolutely. So first one to get a run on the board is going to get the loud Dave. Anderson's going to knock that thing into right, but right towards the right field. It should be an easy play, and it is. 2 down for the St. David Tigers, looking to get 3 innings of shutout baseball here in Warren Ballpark.
Late jump there from Xavier Bird, been able to make it up and get back there and put the can of corn away. And right field for the St. David Tigers. That is going to bring up the top of the lineup, led off once again by Sebastian Lopez.
You know, I would normally say that nobody's cool enough to have Nate Dogg as their walk-up music, but it's Sebastian Lopez, so I'll definitely allow it. He's earned that one. He said, "Nobody does it better than me."
Good inning here from Grant Haymore. 2 up, 2 down. Can he keep it up for the St. David Tigers?
Yeah, but this is the tough one right here. First pitch into Lopez, low and in the dirt, 1-0. Oh, Simon's a man.
You said that was the tough one, Dave. And you're not wrong. And I think Haymore sensed it on the mound. The first ball that got away from him throwing in this inning was to Sebastian Lopez. So the lore is there for Mr. Here, There, Everywhere.
Could you imagine your first inning of freshman varsity, you have to face this guy? Inside 2-0.
That's not a bad pitch to Lopez. Back him off a little bit. Get him thinking about something else. It is 2-0, and the last thing you want to do is have Sebastian Lopez on the base pass. 2 years ago, top 10 in steals in all of America.
2-0 pitching to Lopez. Lopez gets out ahead of that one. 2-1.
2-0. You talked about it already. Bisbee Pumas are going to be aggressive at the plate. 2-0. That's a swing away kind of count. You think you're going to get something over the plate. And good job there from Grant Haymore, breaking that one just off the plate at the last second.
Yeah, do some cheese at Lopez. 2-1 pitch. Lopez going to hit it right back. Oh, that's just a dribble. See if they can get Lopez at first.
Dropped
they
it.
cannot. Lopez hits the dirt. That's how you play baseball. And all of a sudden, the St. David Tigers have a problem because number 0 is on first base.
Oh, that was tough. They needed that one. Cedar Handy looked like a good throw. He did get it close to Sebastian Lopez, and there might have been some contact at first, but if you're the St. David Tigers, that's one that you gotta put away. Especially when you get to the top of the Bisbee Puma lineup. The state championship was won by the top of this lineup for the most part. I mean, you gotta capitalize on the opportunities they give you.
And my crystal ball is once again in full effect. Sebastian Lopez will be safely touching second base in this inning.
That's a
Huge lead for Lopez, and don't even throw it. Man, hey, when you look at that, I'm a genius.
Good job there from
like
Cedar Haney.
Nostradamus.
I mean, Sebastian started running before the pitcher even started his wind up there, so there was no way you were going to catch him on that one. Good job by Cedar Haney just eating that one. 1-0 the count. Sebastian will be trying to take third in this at bat too. You have another chance to try to throw him out.
There he goes. But that's going to be knocked into right field by Olivaria.
Oh, no.
That gets by the right fielder. That's going to be 1-0 Bisbee. Dr. Double's going to be taking at least second base. Lisa, forget Dr. Double. I'm the triple surgeon.
Oh, he slips.
Sliding triple for Ross Olivaria. Down.
And starting this season out like he ended the last season. You remember that championship game? He opened it with a triple. And his first hit of this season, a triple. 1-0. Bisbee Pumas on top of the Tigers in the bottom of the third.
And here it comes, the big bad Bisbee Pumas. It was going very well for St. David. It's still only 1-0, but that's what Bisbee does to me.
You got Bryson Meyer at the plate, Horacio Olivaria on third base, 2 away. Got to make the plays, and here's where that Sebastian Lopez letting you on base hurts you for the St. David Tigers.
Yeah, you just can't let that happen. That's going to be a skied up pop fly
Is it in
down
play?
the
Looks
right
like
field line, and
Gotta make the
unable to
plays.
track it.
Got to make the plays. When the Bisbee Pumas, who won the state championship last year, Dave, give you the outs, you have to take them if you're the Tigers.
Yeah, it was
Again.
It was a tough play, but you're right though. You can't beat a team like Bisbee without taking advantage of everything.
We're usually under the lights at Warren Ballpark, and now they're in the sun. And Clark Wilson, first baseman, freshman for the Tigers, just couldn't track that one down.
Yes, it was a tough play, but as you mentioned, you've got to take advantage of these opportunities. So 0-1
They
to
didn't
Meyer.
take advantage of the first one against Sebastian. He comes in and scores a run. And one of the most dangerous power hitters in Cochise County is up to the plate now. And just gave him another strike.
And 0-2, Ross. Ross is going to go. That's going to be 2-0 Bisbee.
Cedar Haney just couldn't find the ball. And that's going to bring Ross Olivaria home. 2-0 Bisbee Pumas. Now Bryson Meyer, bases clear. We'll see how the St. David Tigers try to handle this at bat.
Yeah, now Meyer, I mean, now he can just kind of have the swing away mentality without the pressure of having to drive in the RBI. Let's see if he tries to park one over that scoreboard. We got our first home run of the year at Warren Ballpark. You know Meyer wants to be the guy. Oh, and that was the one, but he swung through it 1 and 2.
Hey, great pitch there from Grant Haymore. And if you don't think the St. David Tigers know the Bisbee Pumas are going to be aggressive and try to use that against them, you got another thing coming. They have been pitching beautifully in this ball game. Still Ross got a hit, that's right. So 1 hit, 2 runs for the Pumas.
That's going to be low and outside, 2-2. Haymore trying to get out of this inning against big bombs Bryson Meyer. Again, as we said it multiple times, the reigning 2A player of the year. Two-two pitch. Haymore trying to get St. David out of here. But that ball's going to be smoked into left field, and it is not gone. Just off the wall. Meyer's going to get 2 bases out of that one. Huge shot by Meyer, just short of clearing the wall. But now another runner in scoring position for Jackson Alvarez.
Again, they had a chance to get out of this inning with Sebastian Lopez. They didn't convert the play to first base. Olivario comes in and knocks in an RBI triple. And now Bryson Meyer, who should have flown out in foul territory to first, rips one off the wall in left field, and we have a runner on second. That's what baseball is, Dave.
Yep, you're absolutely right, and Coach Goodman's going to be reminding his team of that. We could have gotten out of this inning and a couple of tiny little mistakes, and all of a sudden the Bisbee Pumas, we saw them do it all last year. You make a mistake, they will jump all over you. I guarantee you Jackson Alvarez brings in Bryson Meyer, because that's the kind of momentum that the Pumas roll with.
That is a big statement here in the bottom of the third.
Have I ever been wrong?
Many, 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 many times before.
Not true at all. Yeah, completely untrue.
No, it's not. Grant Haymore.
There he goes, knocking the ball to right field, and that's going to bring home the run. Easily crossing the plate. Jackson Alvarez going to second. He's going to third. And the Bisbee Pumas have just opened a can on St. David.
3-0 your score now after that opposite field smack. It seems like, Dave, for some reason, right field is a little bit further, it looks like. We see it. You hit the ball to right field, it gets to the fence. That's an automatic triple.
Yeah, that is a long porch down the right field line. Looking back at our beautiful football booth right over the right center field wall. And here come the Pumas, a runner on third, up 3-0 now. And the Hunter at the plate. First scalp of the year incoming. Oh, but he swings through a nice pitch. 0-1.
He's going to test the freshman on the mound, Grant Haymore, a lot. And, now all of a sudden the Puma bats are starting to find the ball, but he's got to feel like he should have been out of this inning twice. And this is going to take a lot of mental toughness to keep yourself into this one and not allow this lead to balloon up any more than 3.
That's outside. I like the pitch. Maybe trying to get Hunter to swing at something with all that excitement. But outside, 1-1.
Pumas have been aggressive at the plate. Bryson Meyer showed a lot of patience in his last at bat. Now Hunter lets that one go by. And like you said, a really close one on the outside corner.
All the Bisbee celebrities have entered the building. The stands are filling up. Opening day here at Warren Ballpark. Beautiful, beautiful day. Isn't every day in Bisbee a beautiful day? Except for that one day we got the hypothermia.
And we moved to a booth.
Yeah, that was the last time that'll ever happen. He just died that day. 2-1 pitch coming into the Hunter, and he's gonna knock that thing right in center field. That's 4-0 Bisbee. on the bottom of the third, and they are just the momentum that the Bisbee Pumas bring to the table.
The big Mo, Dave. You're absolutely right about that one. This is why it was so important to make that play against Sebastian Lopez. Now all of a sudden, 4-0, when you should have still theoretically had your no-hitter on the table as the St. David Tigers. You said it. You're coming for the champs. You have to play a perfect game, and right now, 2 errors for the St. David Tigers and led to 4-0 for the Bisbee Pumas, taking nothing away from the Pumas. They are starting to really find the ball.
Well, I mean, you let Lopez on first, and it just becomes quicksand. And all of a sudden, he's on second, and then Ross has knocked him in. And that's just what they do. Again, batting over 400 collectively as a team
401.
to win that title. That is insanity.
I've been watching that video I put together for him a long time. It was 401. I keep seeing the stats.
And that's going to be knocked right to short. Let's see if they can get out of the
Gotta
inning.
make the play. Yep. Good play.
And he does get him out of the inning, but not before the damage is done. 4-0 Pumas going into the top of the 4th inning.
I think that was... No, Haymore was on the mound, so that might have been Yeager at shortstop for the St. David Tigers, finally putting a stop to that 4-run onslaught from the Bisbee Pumas. But that's the damage right now. We're going to the top of the 4th, and how many times do we watch baseball games where it's one inning where all the runs came from? That's how you lost.
So many last. This should be the end of Bryson Meyer on the mound, I believe.
It could be Jackson going out to it. We'll see.
Let's see. No, he's still moving. He's going out to right. Maybe Tristan.
Well, either which way, folks, I'd like to thank Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community.
Oh, no, never mind. That is going to be Jackson Alvarez. Coach Todd said he's put about 7 miles an hour on his fastball, so he will be getting us started here. Also, I'd like to thank Ed Morse Automotive Group, formerly the Lawely Automotive Group, now serving Cochise County. Ed Morse is all about supporting the community and giving you the best vehicle buying experience possible. So go down to Ed Morse and experience the difference.
Thank you again, everyone, for jumping into our chat. Dave, you said you're going to have some baseball trivia for the people.
All right. This is a lesson in retention, okay? Who is the one and only player to hit 3 home runs on opening day? And this is all about retention because I gave you the answer yesterday on our Tuesday Sports Show. So let's see who paid attention and studied for the test. You know the answer to that one?
LeBron James says Nelson.
Only one player has ever hit 3 home runs on opening day in Major League Baseball history. Do you know who that player is?
Thank you as well, while we're in between innings, to the Sherry Athlete Team with Long Realty. Proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to real estate experts at 717-599-2439.
Yes, I just gave you the answer yesterday, so somebody should know the answer to that question. You would think. Watched that game live when I was a kid.
Just realized this is opening day and I haven't looked at the baseball schedules to get my schedule now. Hopefully no one's playing tomorrow because we got Lady Bulldog playoff basketball, which will have video on it.
Yes, it will. Yes, we do. We got the injury-riddled Lady Bulldogs.
Scarlet Breeze and Carolina Inglion.
Yeah, we need to be there to give them all the support that we can and get them into the next round. Which you say you believe they'll be taking on Micah Mountain?
If they win this one for sure. But again, the 2 of the 3 players that have 2 of the players that have injuries are all Cochisian players, first and second team. So.
Yeah, Ruiz with the ACL injury, so that. Unfortunately, there's no coming back from that one this quickly.
Do you have a charger in there? No?
I do not, but I should be fine. This thing, I came in at 90%. Oh yeah,
70%.
No, that phone goes all day. That's why when it died on me in Benson last year, I was shocked. I've never had my phone die on me during a game, and I missed the plate for the Bisbee Pumas.
Sorry, folks, I've arrived here late, so don't worry. We'll have way more professional broadcasts after this one. We're just excited to be here.
We had to go old school today. You know, this is what the people are used to. So we gave them the fancy dancy stuff that we have now.
We're talking about technical stuff and all that's going on right now. Back to the game. Let's do the game.
All right, 4-0 top of the 4th inning. Jackson Alvarez throwing his first pitches of the season.
Owen Judd at the plate for the St. David Tigers. That first one's over for a strike. Jackson Alvarez getting ahead 0-1. 7 miles an hour, according to Coach Todd Hammett, on his fastball.
Yeah, again, Jackson, there's no other word to use for the kid. Stud. It's Jackson Stud Alvarez.
Shout out Courtney Borquez, AD for Bisbee Pumas, right here with us. And that's over the outside corner. And Judd thinks it's a little bit low.
That's the second one Owen Judd is disagreed with Blue on.
It's tough to see from up here. I will say Martinez looked like he tried to frame it by pulling it up. So we'll give Judd the benefit of the doubt. 0-2 the count.
Jackson Alvarez looking for, and he gets it, the strikeout. Let's see if Martinez makes the play. You know he will. And he does. So, strikeout for Jackson Alvarez in his pitching debut for the Bisbee Pumas on opening day.
Freshman last year, sophomore this year, and right now the second arm for the Bisbee Pumas, Jackson Alvarez. That's going to bring up number 19, Luke Haymore for the St. David Tigers.
The biggest bat for St. David at the plate. So if they want to get their own firecracker lit, it's going to have to start on the bat of Luke Haymore.
Thank you, April Wilson, for tagging everyone to get in here.
Outside on that one, 1-0.
That's a great eye. That's a great eye from Luke Haymore. The first time through with Jackson Alvarez, I don't think they're going to swing at the first pitch if you're a St. David Tigers. If we're the Bisbee Pumas, we just start him with the fastball or something across the plate.
Oh, inside pitch, right? Yeah, right off the hands. 1-1.
I don't care how padded those batting gloves are, Dave. That one hurts.
Yeah. Great pitch by Jackson Haymore with a defensive swing, but yeah, right off the lower part of the bat, which that stings you for like 30 seconds.
Austin Suarez scores 4-0. Bisbee Pumas, a 4-run bottom half of the third. Take this lead in the top of the fourth.
What a curveball pitch by what? 2-1 apparently. Apparently that wasn't perfect enough.
That's close. I mean, I'm a little bit offset, so we're going to have to go with blue on that one. That looked like it might have
If anything, it might have been a high. I don't know.
Could have been a makeup call to Luke Haymore after the little strike. Or that was Judd that had the low strike.
2-1 pitch to Haymore. Oh, good eye. Oh my. Okay, that's just we're just we'll agree to disagree on these two pitches.
That one looked like it was crossing. That one looked like it caught the outside corner. Good pitch from Jackson Alvarez. Remember, Dave, you always sit on a little bit of an offset angle.
I'm sitting almost dead center right now.
Well, then you should tell that was a strike. That looked like a strike to me. Doesn't matter. 2-2.
2-2 pitch from Jackson. That's 2 outside. Full count.
I like how you waited on that one, though.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to.
Austin Suarez back in the chat says, perfect. Go Pumas. Vincent Yeager. Let's not lose what he did from the St. David Tigers. 2 innings, scoreless, and a no-hitter for the St. David Tigers.
That's another strikeout for Jackson Alvarez. 2 for 2 in his debut. Top of the 4th inning. Jackson 2 up, 2 down with strikeouts. Jackson Stud Alvarez looking the part on the mound. Double E coming up.
Emmett Etter, he's done great in the field for the St. David Tigers in this ballgame. Can he get him off the schneid at bat? They need a hit. They don't have a hit yet.
No.
Oh, wow.
1 walk by Bryson. That's going to be a low 1-0.
I would have known that if the Bisbee Little League didn't go to Big 5 Sporting Goods and buy up every single scorebook they had in the store.
Hey, you know what? Some call that smart thinking.
I went there like Bisbee Little League took everything. I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
1-0 pitch from Jackson. Fouled back by Double E. Well, I was delivering the All-Star certificates when I was in St. David, and Emmett Etter's mother was working at the reception desk. She was like, "You the one that calls my son Double E?" I was like, yes, I am. She's like, "He loves it."
They love the nicknames, as long as they make sense.
1-1 pitch to Double E. He's going to knock that one. Dribble to third. That might be the first hit of the game for them, and it will be. Hobby sails it. Double E's going to second base. And this is exactly what the St. David Tigers needed, right here.
Just like we talked about with Cedar Haney, just ate the throw. Javi didn't get the best jump on the ball. This is going to be a little bit tricky for the Pumas. The ball is going to roll smooth. It's going to roll nice.
Yeah, they're not used to that.
No, they're playing for these awkward bounces at Warren Ballpark. Javi got to get on his horse as fast as he can, cut that one off down third base. And when you couldn't get there in time, just hold the ball. Like Cedar Haney did in the last half inning for the St. David Tigers. Don't compound problems. It could be a single, now it's a double. Runner in scoring position, especially with 2 outs.
And speaking of Cedar stronger than Wood Haney, he is at the plate with a runner in scoring position and a chance for St. David to get on the board. Down 4-0 here in the top of the 4th. Outside pitch.
Good block.
First chink in the armor for Jackson Alvarez. He's probably in shock right now. It's probably going to take him 2 minutes to recover from what just happened.
It wasn't a rope. It was contact that you live with on the mound as a pitcher. But, again, it's just going to take some getting used to. This is going to roll perfect, this field, Bisbee.
But, again, Jackson's such a confident young man. We're pretty much, again, all he knows is winning. And so when something doesn't go his way, we're going to find out about Jackson Alvarez. But I have a feeling he'll be up for the test. That's a good pitch, 1-1.
I think we already know the mental makeup of Jackson Alvarez, following him last year during football and baseball. And then as a sophomore linebacker, second on the Bisbee Pumas in interceptions was 6. And what was it, 12-game season after the playoffs. That's impressive.
Yeah,
looks like Brian Martinez is going to get another glove.
We spent a lot of time talking with Coach Todd yesterday about high school and the turnover of athletes, and losing players that you love. We're going to be losing a couple of big ones that we've known for a very long time this year, Lopez and Meyer, but we're in good hands with Jackson. And St. David obviously in very good hands with a lot of freshmen.
No kidding, right? The Tombstone Yellow Jackets of this year. We'll see how it goes.
1-1 pitch. That's going to be hit right to short. Hunter Wright is going to get it over. He's going to be late on that. And that's going to put runners on the corners for St. David. And they are about to try to get themselves back into this game. Here comes Vincent Yeager. 2 scoreless innings of pitching in this game as well.
I don't know if Hunter was trying to collect himself or he just couldn't get the ball out of the glove on that one. But that last little shimmy allowed the infield single from number 10, Cedar Haney. Now runners at the corners for the St. David Tigers. Top of the 4th, they're trying to answer the bottom of the 3rd that the Bisbee Puma had, where they put up 4 runs.
I think Emilio just snuck by us. So St. David, runners on the corners with 2 outs. Big at bat for them. Jackson's going to hold those runners.
This is in a lineup that has freshmen, or half the players are freshmen. Having senior Vincent Yeager, who pitched a gem in his first 2 innings up to the plate for the Tigers, that's a big deal. Senior.
And a little high. He was going to swing the bat, but it was high.
We talked about Anthony Molina for the Bisbee Pumas last year in that cleanup role. Just able to do what the situation called for. And that's exactly what we're looking for here for the St. David Tigers. Nice net camera, says Stephen Newman. Thank you. Appreciate it. That one's going to get away from Martinez and taking second. Now 2 runners in scoring.
Is that facetious?
For the St. David Tigers. Is that a pinch runner again? Roman Tilton? Number 22 out there? I can't really get the number.
They just swapped him out. Yeah, it should be Roman on. Yes, that is Roman Tilton on second base. So 2 runners in scoring position. 2-0 pitch. He's going to knock it. Oh, right to Ross. With the defensive play saving the 2 runs. Great piece of hitting there. But Ross just used that 30-inch vertical and said, sorry, boss.
Ross Olivaria, I noticed it during their playoff run last year. We didn't talk about it enough during the season. This kid is a great defender at first base and just saved a couple of runs. So going into the bottom of the 4th, still Bisbee on top 4-0.
And the Bisbee Pumas coming back to the plate. They had a lot of 6-5 games last year, winning and losing. Bisbee Pumas would like to have a comfortable win because through that historic run last year, a lot of those were 1-run wins. Where Bisbee was just great competitive games. And so they are probably liking the lack of pressure in this 4-0 lead right now. Please allow me in between innings to thank SoSci. Every play, every pass, every goal this season, they're with us every step of the way. At SoSci, they believe in rising to the occasion. When the pressure's on, they say challenge accepted. Join us in backing your favorite Cochise County teams. Today, that would be the Bisbee Pumas and the St. David Tigers. SoSci, supporting our community, supporting our team. Learn more at SoSci. It's SOSI.com.
Thank you as well to Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane. Speaking about community, they've been serving ours since 1963. Caden Richens Jr. for the St. David Tigers, the warm-up catcher. They're going to get Cedar Haney back there. I'll tell you what, the camera doesn't do it justice. These St. David boys are built like athletes. You looked at Chase Pacheco, who had no neck because he's got such big lats and Tratzman.
Organic Crop is 6'7".
Yeah, it's crazy to think about. I gotta see Hayden, the Hayden Lobos, who knocked St. David out of every tournament they're ever in. I gotta see what they're bringing to the table because they're some of the biggest athletes in Cochise County. Forget 1A.
Yeah, so I put Hayden on the schedule yesterday, so I will be here in Bisbee, Arizona as the defending 1A state champion Hayden Lobos come in here to play the defending 2A state champion. That's a game right there.
That is a game right there. I might actually join you for that one. Might have to be pro.
Join me for any games you want.
Tristan Meyer.
Here comes Mr. Meyer, Tristan Meyer.
Grant Haymore still on the mound for the St. David Tigers. Gave up 4 runs, but I'll tell you, St. David had a couple of chances to get out of that inning without 1 run across, and the defense just couldn't do it for them. A little bit of nerves.
So Mr. Meyer looking for his. Oh, he just swings the bat. This kid has no fear. 0-1.
Butch and Cindy Hammett got the answer to your question that everyone forgot was even out in the universe. Tuffy Rose.
Tuffy Rose for the Chicago Cubs.
George Bell, Dimitri Young, and Matt Davidson, 4 players actually hit 3 home runs on opening day.
Well, my memory has failed me.
And
I'm a
MLB history, fellas. Don't say fellas. See, that's
George Bell did it?
I'm not the one that gave the question, so don't say fellas, just say Dave.
Okay. George Bell did it? Who were the other ones?
Dimitri Young and Matt Davidson.
Okay, those two were definitely after my time. I broke up with Major League Baseball. And that's going to be skied into center field.
Tough play.
It's a tough play, and nobody can find the ball. Mr. Meyer has his first official hit for the varsity Bisbee Pumas in 2025, sitting on first base.
That one drops in between Yeager and short, and Haymore in center field for the St. David Tigers. And on that one, Dave, center field, you got to come in like a bat out of hell. You got to get to that ball as quickly as you can. But that was just great placement from Tristan Meyer to get his first hit of the season.
And Javi Montiel at the plate. If Javi pulls off a hit right here, watch that Bisbee roller coaster keep going. First pitch into Javi. He's going to try. Oh, the bunting. It just goes foul. What a bunt by Javi.
How fitting it would be to start the season for the Bisbee Pumas with a bunch of bunts.
Yeah, it's watching what they did to Phoenix Christian last year in that championship game was an absolute thing of beauty. A master class of coaching by Todd Hammett, and Phoenix Christian just had nothing for it. They had absolutely nothing for it. Bunting their way to a state title. I will be all Bisbee'd out for the Hayden game, I promise you that.
Would expect nothing less, sir.
0-1 pitch into Javi, outside, 1-1. Grant Haymore, again, he had such a good inning and just a couple of tiny little plays, and all of a sudden 4-0 later. So, he said, learning on the job against the best. 1-1 pitch to Javi, a little high, 2-1. So try to steal second. He got caught. He got gunned out by Cedar Henney. Mr. Meyer giving up the out, getting caught stealing second.
I don't think Tristan Meyer expected that ball to get there. Cedar Henney, like you said, a perfect throw from behind the plate. You can see Coach Todd Hammett down the third baseline. Well, you can't see it on the stream, thank goodness. He's giving Tristan Meyer all that he can handle. Tough coaching.
Oh, he's still looking
tough loving. Well, if I'm being honest, Tristan Meyer wasn't as aggressive going into second base as he should have been.
You're absolutely right about that. But what a throw by Cedar Henney for the first out. That pitch was outside, 3-1 to Javi. But Coach Todd's going to let you know. Like you said, there's 2 spots available on this team. And if Tristan wants to keep one of those spots, there's mistakes like that can't be made.
Yeah, that's 1 away now for the St. David Tigers. 3-1 home to Javi Montiel.
Javi looking at the 3-1 pitch, and he watches it go high. That's a walk. Javi's on first base.
Grant Haymore struggling a little bit more in this inning. I know it's going to sound crazy because Bisbee put up 4 runs in the last inning, but I'm going to die on this hill. But I don't think that would have anything to do with Grant Haymore.
No.
This year this inning he's looking a little bit shaky out there. He's got to eventually get himself back into this ball game. But he's a freshman, and this is how freshmen learn to get yourselves mentally back into the ball games. Innings like this.
Oh, it was a nice pitch inside, but a little too inside. So 1-0. Cam Anderson was the second at bat of the game. 0 for 1 on the day.
It looked good to me.
I thought it was good. I thought he painted that corner perfectly. That's Sky. They got to be able to get this one right at the center fielder, and they do. Second out of the inning here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, a couple steps to his left there. Luke Haymore, Canaccord in center field. That's going to bring the top lineup back, and that's Sebastian Lopez. I told you that story last year, right?
You did.
For those of you who don't know, can of corn is a saying that they came back when the grocery stores of the olden times, the before times, they had ladders to put things up on the shelf, and instead of getting out the ladder, they'd take a cane or something, and a can of corn was always at the top, so they hid it back in their basket, and that's where the phrase can of corn comes from.
The very, very dangerous Sebastian Lopez at the plate. That thing's skied into left. Did he get enough of it? It's over the head, just short of the wall. Sebastian Lopez is going to walk into second base. That is going to score a run for the Bisbee Pumas, 5-0. Lopez, there's that pop in the bat that Coach Todd was telling us about.
Yeah, Sebastian Lopez almost got it to the park, but he was played perfectly out there by Emmett Eder, and Emmett lost the ball, goes right over his head. Sebastian Lopez, RBI double, 5-0 now for the Bisbee Pumas. We've been talking about Etter and what a great job he's doing in left field, his first hiccup of the season, and unfortunately leads to a run.
Here comes Ross back to the plate after the triple. Down, 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 down. 1 for 2 on the day. That one being an RBI triple. Ross is going to take the first pitch on the outside, 0-1. Great pitch. Got Ross frozen.
Well, Yeager liked the right side of the plate. We can see that Grant Haymore likes the left side of the plate. So, two very different styles of pitching from the St. David Tigers already in this season. Obviously, the Pumas having a little bit more success on Haymore than they did against Yeager. Yeager did not allow a hit in these 2 innings.
0-1 pitch, a little high. 1-1. Ross has been stated very well last year, the best eye in the game.
Second base umpire wants to talk to Grant Haymore.
Oh, spitballs. Uh-oh, the kid's already learned.
No, I think it's more of a motion thing. This is also what you have to figure out in high school. Some of your motions might be considered balks and free bases for the opposing teams.
Oh, so just give him a little warning there before he accidentally puts a runner on.
Or moves the runner from second to third, which, I mean, Sebastian Lopez is on second. He's basically on third already.
Yeah, exactly. 1-1 pitch into Ross. That's knocked right into right center field. Hello. That's all the kid does. Lopez going to score
triple. He's going for it, trust me.
Yep. So Lopez scores easily 6-0 Bisbee. And another triple for Ross Olivaria. 2 for 3 with 2 triples, 2 RBIs. The best hitter in the game. He made that very clear last year, and he's standing by it.
Ross reminds me a lot of me, not to toot my horn, but gap hitter.
You wish.
Every time, right? Because it's open, that's the gap.
Every time you see that center fielder left of second base on your screen when he's at the plate, like you're insane. But here comes Big Bob Bryson Meyer.
Doesn't matter where you played Ross on that one. That one was in the gap, and there was no one. You could have Ken Griffey Jr. out there. No one was stopping that ball.
That was a beautiful piece of hitting. 1-0 pitch to dun dun dun. Big bombs Bryson Meyer. He saw Lopez go almost yard. He wants it. He almost did it on his last at bat.
6-0. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2 away for the Bisbee Pumas. They've done all their damage with 2 outs in this inning.
Oh, what a pitch by Haymore. Yep. Meyer with. If there wasn't a breeze in this ballpark, there is now. 1-1.
There's certain hitters, Dave. You always want to work up and down, left and right. You want to touch every part of the plate. But when you're facing a Bryson Meyer and DJ or all these power hitters that we have in Cochise County, just keep the ball low. Just let's not let them change the game.
Oh, and another swing and a miss. Every time he swings and misses like that, you're like, ha! It's terrifying. That kid has a swing speed of Tiger Woods.
Got the 2-handed follow through too. You don't see that often.
Like Piazza. 1-2 pitch. I don't care what the score is. This would be a huge strikeout for Haymore if you were to get Meyer out. Low, 2-2.
A little bit of change up, low and away. Meyer expecting it. Meyer, obviously, 2A player of the year. He's got the mental aspect of baseball down. He knew that ball was going to be nowhere near the zone. Now even up. Decision time for Grant Haymore. How do you try to put him away here?
You go right at him. 2-2 pitch to Big Bombs Bryson. Outside 3-2. Try to get him to chase, but Meyer's too good for that.
You're not going to get him to chase. This might be an instance now with 3-2, Dave, where you just kind of pitch around him.
Yeah, just put him up. Well, yeah, but then you got Jackson coming up, and as you saw in his last at bat, Jackson doesn't. You saw his first 2 at bats. Jackson doesn't need much. He's dangerous. They're all dangerous. Full count pitch to Meyer.
Oh, I thought that was over.
I thought it was good, but Meyer's going to take first. Runners on the corners for the aforementioned Jackson Stud Alvarez.
I think it was high, but because the ball was up in the zone, I expected Meyer to swing through it. So maybe, yeah, we'll agree with the umpire ball on that one. Head coach Ron Goodman going to call timeout. This might be doing it for Grant Haymore, and it is. Ron Goodman's going to bring in left fielder Emmett Etter now to spell and get in here from the bullpen for the St. David Tigers.
It's a tough spot for Emmett Etter for Double E, but he's a sophomore. He's a confident sophomore. We learned that last year. So Emmett can come in here and sit down Jackson and get them out of the inning. That would be huge for the St. David Tigers.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, I was really hoping to see Haymore and Judd throw for the St. David Tigers, but this is sports, and this is what we have to push through.
Merrill and Judd, yeah.
Merrill's not hurt, is he?
Yeah, Merrill's the one that tore
yeah, sorry.
But as this pitch changes, he warms up. I'd like to thank Right Way, now serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County, providing heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services the right way. They are very happy to support their local athletic sports broadcasts, including Opening Day 2025 Cochise County Baseball here at Warren Ballpark, Bisbee, Arizona.
Also, thank you, speaking of the right way, to the Copper Point Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have physical therapy departments in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas. You can contact them today at 520-432-6435. Specifically, the Copper Point in Bisbee, Arizona. Started my weight loss journey, down 32 pounds.
I need that physical therapy because that thing on my shoulder is bad. Ridiculous. Getting old is stupid. I don't even know what this thing is. It's fine.
Still bottom of the fourth. Double E Emmett Headers warming up for the St. David Tigers. Got a nice little pop on that ball for not having a complete full lineup.
Emmett Header caught our eye early last year. Good looking, what was a freshman now in sophomore. He's a good player. But again, tough spot. Runners on the corners, and you're up against the cleanup hitter, the stud, Jackson Alvarez.
Compact delivery when he starts his throwing motion. You can see the ball's at his chest.
He's going to be able to disguise a lot of pitches like that.
It will be able to. Now it should be a little bit tougher to control because you're adding another motion, but I'm sure this is how he's thrown his entire life. He should be very well versed in it. But if he can control it, that little, maybe not, he sails that one. But if you can control it, you're getting a little bit of extra whip on the ball, which is going to get a little extra zip on the ball.
Well, I was just going back to last year. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot. Hey, Jeremy, I forgot. Can you turn on the music?
But Dave's going to go ahead and do something, and again, we'll get the professionalism back.
I forgot to announce the snack shack.
Stick with us. We're just happy it's baseball season. Not quite done with basketball though tonight. We have the Buena.
Hey folks, just a reminder that the Bisbee Snack Shack is open and available, being ran by the 2025 class Bisbee Pumas. Loaded nachos, hot dogs, the best in the business. Get down to the Bisbee Snack Shack and support the 2025 class Bisbee Pumas. Thank you.
That will bring up Jackson Alvarez, who's going against Lawely. Horacio Olivaria standing on third base for the Bisbee Pumas. 6-0 on first base, getting a lead. Is that Fabian? No.
Fabian's number 23.
I can't see if they had a pinch runner.
Again, big spot for Double E. Let's see if he can get through it. That ball's going to be in the dirt. Well played behind the plate by Cedar to keep the run from coming across. 1-0.
Yeah, it is Bryson Meyer on second base, and Fabian Hernandez and Bryson Meyer built like very big men.
Yeah, a couple of trucks. If you need to move a piano, Bisbee's got a couple of guys that can help you.
2 runners in scoring position for Jackson Alvarez, the 4-hole hitter, and this is what you look for as a cleanup hitter. Ducks on the pond. Now it's up to you to bring them home.
Jackson is going to rip that foul?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no. What, did it hit the wall and go back into the left fielder's glove?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Jackson can hit a ball hard. I was like, how did he do that?
Now, if you say that without the question,
why doesn't that happen to me on the golf course?
It did. Were you not there for your last round?
Yeah, you're right.
Mr. Couldn't hit a ball. He's like, I'm putting for par.
3 bad shots and a par putt, baby. That's how I play golf.
Oh, man. What a time to be alive.
So 1-1, 2 runners in scoring position. Bisbee already up 6-0. I hit here, and it's going to look rather foreboding for St. David. That ball's in the dirt as well. Bisbee's going for the run at home.
Oh, indecision.
He got it. Yeah, indecision by the St. David Tigers. And stolen home plate by Ross Olivaria.
It looked like Double E was there. I think Cedar Heaney thought he could beat Olivaria to the plate and had a late decision to throw. No matter if you think you can or you can't, folks, the ball's going to travel faster than you can every single time.
We just saw a steal of home on opening day. Beautiful.
It's a pass ball, but
just,
whatever you want to say.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
7-0 now. Bisbee Pumas on top. Still 2 away in the bottom of the fourth.
Jackson was still an opportunity to get another RBI, and he's going to lift it into left field. But that
gotta make the play. There he is.
Oh,
yeah.
No, did he
yes,
drop?
He did.
Oh,
yes,
he did.
Oh,
okay. No. Excuse me. I got slightly confused there. So, yeah, St. David out of the... I didn't tell. It's way over there.
We'll get it down, folks. It's opening day.
I looked like a ball might hit the ground.
Jackson Alvarez lines out to left field. I was a little bit worried because that's where Double E had been playing all day, but a good job there in left field for the St. David Tigers to put that one away and stop the damage, at least momentarily. That's 7 runs in the last 2 innings the Bisbee Pumas have put on the scoreboard here at Ballpark.
Yeah, 7. Now to St. David. Now we're just looking for a couple of runs just to get our confidence going for these kids. Because 7-0. I know we like to see that 0 on the scoreboard.
It's a learning experience. We have nothing but freshmen from the St. David Tigers coming in. That's hyperbole. We have a lot of freshmen from the St. David Tigers coming into play now, and they're playing the defending two-way state champs. This is learning opportunities. And what they learned, St. David, they've got a pitcher in Vincent Yeager, 2 innings of pitching, strikeouts, no hits allowed.
It must have been on a pitch count because 2 shutout innings against Bisbee. I would have been running that kid till the wheel fell off. But yeah, in between innings, please allow me to thank Hello Fiber, your new home team for internet, phone, and television. Go to hellofiber.com to find out when it will be available in your area.
Also, thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper for all of your landscaping needs across Cochise County. Visit them on Facebook. Call 520-456-8945.
I haven't heard this song in a while. What did you just think?
Also, thank you to Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista, located at 99 East Fry Boulevard. Look for the iconic pink door, now open on Sundays. Is it Sundays? Saturdays, 9 to 2. Now they're messing up.
Having a good time.
Ginger's Title, one of our sponsors from the very beginning. Everything the DMV does, just a little bit faster.
Yeah, save the weight. Jackson Alvarez, first pitch, big strike on the hitter.
Clark Wilson. Freshman.
Clark Wilson, aggressive. That's what we were looking for in his first at bat.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly what we're looking for.
So 0-1 pitch here in the bottom of the 5th. Outside 1-1. Yeah, you're right. Jackson does have some newfound pop in that fastball, though.
Clark Wilson, no batting gloves. Interesting choice.
No gloves? Oh my, old school.
Make sure you barrel it every time, Mr. Wilson. I'm sure he does.
Oh, just like that. Right to second base. I thought he had enough on it to get it in. Hesitation on the throw, and he's safe.
That's the second time. That's the second. I think that's Tristan Meyer.
I think it is Tristan.
Bisbee Pumas, but the middle infielder is doing a great job fielding the ball, but they're just getting a little bit of hesitation. I think that first game of the season might be having a little bit of trouble getting the ball out of their glove.
Yeah, those slight hesitations by Hunter and Tristan leading to runners for St. David. And I'll tell you what, St. David will take it. But here comes Xavier Bird. He's a peacock. You got to let him fly.
God, here we go.
Runner on first, no outs.
See what Birdman can do.
The Birdman.
Good pitch.
He's going to take that pitch for a strike, 0-1.
They would call that an infield single for Clark Wilson. There really wasn't an error on the play. That'd be a tough error to give for Tristan Meyer.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything wrong other than throw the ball half a second too late. Oh, big hack, but no good. 0-2. And that sun begins to set behind the mountain here in Bisbee, Arizona. The temperature's going to drop about 6 degrees here in the next 20 minutes.
I do like Jackson Alvarez on the mound so far, Dave. I like the way he's working.
Yes.
I like his pace about him. Switching up those speeds really well as well.
A lot of strikeouts already, and with an 0-2 count here on this hitter, the Birdman. Jackson throws it in. What a pitch for Jackson Alvarez. Filthy Munster cheese strikeout pitch on the Birdman.
That's not hyperbole, Dave. That pitch, that was a nice sweeper. I don't know if it was a slider or a sweeper, what it was. That thing started on the inside corner and finished on the outside.
That thing started on his shoulder and finished on the outside.
It was a good pitch from Jackson Alvarez. Counted the strikeout, one away in the top of the 5th inning for the St. David Tigers.
Jackson outside. He's been calling that a strike all day, but that's going to be a little too outside. 1-0.
A little too rough, as I like to say.
Just a bit outside.
Tried the corner. And
Ball 8.
Rest in peace, Harry Doyle.
Oh, he was the
Bob
best
Uecker,
one of us.
whatever
He was the best one of us. 1-0. Another beautiful pitch. What did that thing move from left to right?
Yeah, so that might be a two-seamer. Looked like that's kind of an opposite cutter. I don't know exactly what you call it. A lot of major leaguers do that nowadays. Greg Maddux And Tom Glavine for the Atlanta Braves back in the 90s, very famous for starting on the left-handed hitters and having it break over the plate.
That's another filthy pitch, 1-2. Jackson, oh my goodness, this kid, he's a sophomore, folks. In 2 years, this kid's going to be batting 700 and striking out every hitter that he faces. You know, Nelson got that fly new Bisbee gear on over there. Uh-oh. They give you that for free? Heck yeah, they did. That's another strikeout for Jackson, another sit-down pitch. Oh my goodness, he is good.
Well, Dave, you're not wrong. You know, when you think about Jackson Alvarez being a sophomore, got enough pop on this baseball to actually threaten the fastball and make hitters aware of it. And he just threw that one high cheese to strike out the hitter. That's a good pitch to have as a strikeout pitch. You don't want to always throw off-speed stuff.
Was Coach Todd going out there and telling him how awesome he is? What are we doing here?
And that's going to be it for Jackson Alvarez. He's on a pitch count. I wonder if
they have the tournament. They have a tournament this weekend. That's right.
I think that will be Hunter Wright coming in for the Bisbee Pumas. Looks like he's getting ready to go. Another good pitcher, sophomore last year for the Pumas. He had to pitch in Tempe, Arizona. He was asked to come in for some big innings and deliver.
Yes, and it's a big moment. So yeah, Hunter, not immune he's absolutely immune to the pressure. He's been here, done that. Again, everybody on that field has a ring. Tristan Meyer and Cam Anderson were on that team last year, and so again. No problems under the big lights or lack thereof here on a beautiful afternoon in Bisbee, Arizona.
What an afternoon it is. I'm kind of happy that we started in the daytime. And there's a lot of people before, lights were a thing. Lights started coming in, they started doing games at night. Baseball's meant to be played during the day.
100% agree. I mean, I love our evenings here in Bisbee, but yeah, no, that's why, Benson, Wilcox, St. David, these, they don't have lights, and so it's always in the daytime. I love it.
Right. I was going to say this is where I kind of disagree because I love the evening games as well. And then also, I think evening golf should be a thing.
Oh.
Especially in the state of Arizona. You know how much money you'd make if you just put lights on your course?
The first golf course in Cochise County to put lights on their course is going to make $1 million. And they're going to make it off of me. If I can start all my rounds at 8 o'clock at night, boy, I would be a dangerous thing on the golf course.
Yeah. Put the girls to bed, go out and have a round of golf. Yeah. What are we even talking about?
Oh yeah, but in between innings,
I'd be such a better father.
The kids would see a lot more. In between innings, please allow me to thank Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up, serving all in Cochise County. #1 in Cochise County, voted on by you in the Sierra Vista Herald. Give Grasshopper a call. 520-456-8945.
Thank you as well to the Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products. You can find them at Season Creations or visit SierraVistaSoapCompany.com.
And just like all things Flow State that happen in my life, we're going to have a perfect amount of time to get back to Sierra Vista to cheer on the Buena Colts as they take on Horizon tonight in the 5A state playoffs. Tune in tonight because, as casual and peaceful as this is, that is going to be madness.
I am definitely leaving by 5:50. So I'm just
100%. If I got to finish this by myself, that's fine.
You started it by yourself, why not finish it by yourself, We didn't start the fire.
But here comes the Hunter. First pitch, that's another strike. Different pitcher, same result to Baby Haymore, Grant Haymore.
He's a freshman, right?
Sorry,
if you're a freshman and you're playing varsity baseball, you got the nickname Baby from Dave.
Well, if you have an older brother on your team, you are Baby Haymore. Because we know what Luke Haymore is. Stud. Baby Haymore looks at that one going high. 1-1.
Good zip on the fastball from Hunter Wright as well, David. I say it all, you just have to be able to threaten that fastball velocity. That's the biggest thing as a pitcher. You don't have to have 100 miles an hour, but you got to make people think about it.
Hunter, there's a little pop, but it's a little high. 2-1. Runner on first. 2 outs here. Bottom of the top of the 5th inning. 7-0 Bisbee. Again, thanks for joining us for our old school broadcast today. I promise you the technology is going to get a little better.
Oh, wow, here we go. Story time with Butch and Cindy Hammond. Don't be afraid to give your stories around Cochise County and baseball, folks, especially
we love it.
During baseball season. 3-1 to count home. Didn't mean to cut you off.
We just learned that Great Grandma Schuler hit a home run at a Yankee Stadium.
Betty Bays.
But what was this? Oh, after the pitch. 3-1 pitch here. That's going to be knocked right to second and through. A good piece of hitting. That's going to put runners on first and second with 2 outs. St. David trying to get that 0 off the board.
It's a great hit. Almost Tristan Meyer almost got to there, but Grant Haymore, good job. He's trying to help his own cause on the mound for the St. David Tigers, trying to get a few of these runs back. 7-0. It's going to be tough to come back in this one against the 2A state champs, the Bisbee Pumas, but you want to show some fight in St. David right now. Runners in first and second, 2 away at the top of the 5th are certainly doing that.
If he knows this beautiful field that was brought to us by Bandy Creek Enterprises by Mr. Jeremy Meyer getting nachos for himself and not for his broadcaster is highly noticed.
You had a hot dog.
Oh, pitch is inside, 1-0.
Good job getting away from that one. Is going to be Owen Judd, one of the stars for the St. David Tigers last year.
Owen Judd, 0-2 in this game. Owen Judd is going to get off the schneid right here and put a ball in play.
Big lead from second.
Yeah, it is.
Meyer gets over there.
1-0 pitch, and Judd is going to knock it right. Nope, fouled it down the third base line. 1-1. Or excuse me, 0-2.
That was one.
Yeah, it should be
ball.
1-1, right?
I think it's 1-1. Got to be 1-1.
They don't call him the best in the business for nothing.
We're gonna work on our chatter outside the broadcast, and Nelson's gonna work on the scoreboard. We all got some things to do here.
Oh, he's going to try to get him back at first. Martinez, we saw him do that a lot last year. He's got a great pickoff move to first base.
Yeah, it looked like he could have had him. It didn't look like Olivaria was ready for that one. A little bit late getting over to first. Did bounce the throw, but had the velocity to get there. Grant Haymore, that's going to wake him up on the base paths. And that's the tough part about playing the Bisbee Pumas. Nothing's easy. Nothing's ever settled.
And we're okay with the outside car. It's baseball, baby. We can be casual. 2-1. He got him. 2-2. And that was a great pitch by the Hunter. So 2-2 count.
That was borderline. And your boy Owen Judd doing his best Gabe Garcia from Tombstone impersonation. Every time a strike's called, nope, that's not it.
Every at bat with Owen Judd today is come with a stink eye to the boy in blue.
Gabe Garcia, for those who don't know, a big power hitter out of Tombstone. Obviously a hell of a pitcher.
2-2, but he's going to get struck out by the Hunter. There's a
looked like he might have got the ball, so it's going to be a foul ball. Owen Judd does stay alive.
Oh, he sure is stink eyeing that up. Owen Judd, no darns given this year. He's like, I'm a senior.
All right. Story time with Butch and Cindy Hammett. The two Haymore boys, Luke and Grant Haymore for St. David, are cousins of Todd and Butch Hammett.
Oh, wow.
My first cousin, Julie Hammett, are the Haymore kids. Oh, Julie Hammett. That makes so much sense now.
It all starts
Shout out Julie Hammett.
It all starts clicking in. And that's going to be foul. Uh-oh, somebody's going to die behind us.
That's a car. Talk about scouts and taking windshields.
You just listen for the car. when the ball gets hit backwards like that, you're like, and several times last year you could hear it.
Good job there from Owen Judd, staying alive, still 2-2. St. David, they need a rally right now. 2-out rally would be amazing for them. Owen Judd did hit a home run for the St. David Tigers.
Oh, but that's the strikeout by the Hunter. He gets his scalp. Bisbee's going to get out of the inning. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Hunter hit you threw a strikeout.
Well, I was going to say, Owen Judd's solo home run last year came at Warren Ballpark, and I remember that one because I had to apologize. I had to apologize to Owen Judd because when we were working the new camera app and the scoreboard app, it was taking down our phone. It took down our phone, and we missed the only home run of the Warren tournament.
You're absolutely right. Now, that was the first weekend of the year. That's right.
Which is another reason why I'm here. I want to see Owen Judd park it and get his just due. But not to be. But in between innings, folks, as we make the switch to the bottom of the 5th, I'd like to thank Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista. They provide non-medical home care all across Cochise and Santa Cruz County for people that struggle with activities of daily living. Call them today at 520-685-1035.
And St. David, 3 more runs and our game is over here today. So St. David wants to play the full 7 innings. They're going to have to hold Bisbee Pumas scoreless. I have no idea who you thank, so I'm going to thank Synergy Home Care, everybody. Well, thanks to SSVEC for serving our community and sponsoring everything that we do here at Cool FM, like opening day baseball at Warren Ballpark, or playoff basketball in Sierra Vista, Arizona, as the Buena Colts host Horizon in about an hour and a half.
Shout out to John Drake from Synergy Home Care, the boss of bosses at Synergy was down in Cochise County. Why was he here, Dave? Because he wanted to see exactly what Synergy does so well in Sierra Vista. Your top 10 in client and caregiver ratings.
Because they have the best employees.
200.
They have Barbie Knight and Rachel Davies and Paul Porter. That's what happens when you have
you
great
can leave that
employees.
last one out.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The women are great. Kelly and Rachel and Barbie are great. Michael and Paul, not so much.
Shout out Melissa as well. That's 256 Synergy. So in 2 years, Synergy Home Care Sierra Vista has made a name for themselves within the brand that they want to study everything we do.
You're going to need that in about an hour.
Oh, that basketball?
Yes.
Horizon, I thought this was the hated lineup for some reason. Appreciate you, brother. Horizon. Speaking of baseball, the team that the Buena Colts are taking on tonight in their basketball game have national championship banners, 3 of them. That was the last baseball game I did for the Buena Colts, traveling to Horizon. And they are an impressive team in baseball. We'll see how they carry themselves in basketball.
Only 15-11. Buena only has 1 loss. But they are a Phoenix school, so we know they play a higher level of competition up there. But forget that, we saw baseball to be played. First pitch coming in and going to be low to the Hunter. 1-0. 7-0 Bisbee in the bottom of the 5th.
Speaking of hunting and the Hunter at the plate, shout out Wilcox, former Wilcox head coach Adrian Fuentes got his elk hunting tags. They just choose randomly who gets them, and he was able to get one, so he's going to go up on a hunting trip. Shout out Adrian.
Nice.
Didn't invite me.
Yeah, you're a Missouri guy. You can do that. I'm not in my bag. I was called for a strike 1-1.
I don't know what the rules are, but when I got my Missouri license, the Missouri Hunter license was universal. You could use it across all 50 states.
Well, don't tell the deer on the Mountain View golf course. 1-1 pitch to the Hunter. That's low and over the head of Cedar Haney. So 2-1. Lost control of that one.
He almost with the reaction play to throw his right hand out there. We could ill afford any more ligament damage, boys. So good job letting that one go.
We need to remember to either bring a light bulb or a lamp.
Oh,
no, because we have night games coming. This is our day game. We need to remind ourselves. We need a light bulb or a lamp. 2-1 pitch. So that's going to be high by double E. 3-1.
Yeah, you're losing the ball high. It just means that you're trying to use too much arm. You're not trusting your whole body to get the throw across. You're going to have to trust that body here quickly. 3-1 to the Bisbee Pumas. It's never a position you want to be in.
Just like golf, you got to follow through. Is that Holy Molina?
It is.
That is Holy Molina. Holy Molina.
Beast was walking in here too. Speaking of Holy Molina.
3-1 pitch to the Hunter. That's not going to be That's not going to be good enough. That's going to be a walk, putting the first runner on in the bottom of the 5th.
Thought that caught the inside corner. Might have been low. Might have heard something bounce off the plate. Couldn't really tell, but yeah, leadoff walk. Bisbee Pumas in business again. Took them a couple innings, but they have figured out that murderer's row offense that they had last year. Brian Martinez coming to the plate now. We're going to have a mound visit from head coach Ron Goodman.
That's it for Double E.
Tigers. Double E. Emmett Eder's going to go ahead and take a seat.
So they're just going to, again, they ran out of their 2 big arms, so they're just going to kind of have to throw arms to the Bisbee Pumas. And hopefully, not Cooper, but hopefully when Owen Judd can start pitching again, this is the way it's going to be for the St. David Tigers. Like he said, those little tiny mistakes they had in that 1 in the 3rd inning, that's the stuff that they're going to have to really shore up with the lack of arms that they have.
Luke Hamer is going to be on the bump for the St. David Tigers. If I remember last year, had a big sweeping curveball but didn't have the fastball. We'll see if he's developed that over the offseason. That's okay.
Yeah, that's not the worst.
He's just warming up right now, so you can't really tell exact velocity. A lot of pitchers, believe it or not, like to sandbag their velocity when they're doing warm-up pitches.
Only 1 hit on the day for the St. David Tigers so far. That is something I did not see coming.
They've had a few base runners, but like you said, just the 1 hit. They've had runners in scoring position that they couldn't capitalize on. Things to build on for the St. David Tigers. Young team of St. David. I believe they're rolling out 4 or 5 freshmen in their starting lineup.
Oh, they're playing take me after the ball game.
We're already here, baby.
We're fully packed. God, I love baseball season so much. I was smiling all the way out here. I am not kidding.
Speaking of Sean Creighton and our day together from Synergy Home Care, we did stop by Warren Ballpark today. He's big. He loves old architecture and stuff. And I said, well, let me tell you what you got to go see.
Yeah, we got a thing.
We got a thing. So he stopped by Warren Ballpark, saw Lowell Street. He was flipped out about Lowell. And, Bisbee. It was a good time.
You know what I didn't know? Jay Allen owns all of that. I did not know that. All those cars, those are all Jay Allen's. I had no idea. Those are just his old cars that he just put into Lowell to create that.
It would help to explain who Jay Allen is.
Jay Allen is the guy that owns the land speed record. He's a bike racer, and he owns the land speed record. He's a big thing. Jay Allen's a big deal in Bisbee. I mean, he's a big deal in life, but he resides in Bisbee, and those are just all of his old cars.
Well, if you want to try out the land speed record for yourself, you need to get down to Ed Morse Automotive Group in Sierra Vista, formerly Lawely Automotive. You can stop in today and experience the difference for yourself at Ed Morse.
Has the competition begun? Are we doing this on the Segway competition? Now, if you want to sell your house at land speed record paces, you call the Sherry Uncle team at Long Realty, 717-599-2439. It's crazy how we start memorizing these phone numbers. We don't have to look anymore.
Shout out to Danny's favorite sponsor, BARNETT'S Towing, BARNETT'S PROPANE. Since 1963.
Have you seen the cars I drive? Here comes the Martinez Express, man on first, no outs, bottom on the fifth. 7-0 Bisbee, 3 more runs, and that will do it for us today. So St. David trying to get some Pumas out.
What you're saying, the last potential batter of this game is sitting on deck, Tristan Meyer.
And the lights are officially on for the first time this baseball season.
Thank you to Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative.
All right, fine. You win today.
I'm just looking for him. I'm waiting for him now.
Martinez is going to light that thing into right field. It's going to be a little short to hit the field. He can make a play.
Oh,
He cannot. He cannot. So that is going to put 2 runners on with no outs. Another well-placed piece of hitting by the Bisbee Pumas and Brian Martinez. And that's going to bring up Mr. Meyer. He has a couple of Coach Todd moments today, so it would behoove Mr. Meyer to get a hit here and bring in a run. And get back on Coach Hammond's great good side.
Runners at first and second for the Bisbee Pumas. So we talked about the St. David Tigers trying to learn about their baseball team and what they need to work on. The Bisbee Pumas, not as sharp as they could be. Hunter Wright misjudged that ball and started booking it towards second base, and because he overran what was going to happen, he started booking it back to first, and then he booked it right back to second after the ball fell.
Oh, by the way, Pizzy, that gentleman in the Dodgers hat, that is Junior. He is our new official scorekeeper for the year, just so you're aware. So if you're here without me, he needs a lineup card so he can write it down.
I have my scorecard. I just write it down while I'm in the dugout with the coaches, make everything
I
a little
don't
bit
see
awkward.
a scorebook.
Thank you to the Bisbee Little League for that. And Emilio Mendez, I saw him. He owes me a scorebook. I need one. I just need one.
Outside pitch 1-1 to Mr. Meyer. 2 runners on, no outs. Bottom of the 5th. Like you said, the potential game-winning run at the plate. If he has the same pop that his older brother has, he might be able to end this thing.
I don't know if there's a single human being outside of DJ Elias that has the same pop in the bat that Bryson Meyer has. Austin Cushman from Buena's got a lot of pop.
That's funny, 'cause my younger brother was a heavier hitter than I was. And so that, advanced the runners on the pass ball. Ball was in the dirt. Cedar couldn't come up with it. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Bisbee Pumas, and Mr. Meyer with an opportunity, like I said, to get on Coach's good side.
If you guys want to have a fun time watching baseball, you tune into Buena Colt Baseball. Every one of them hits around 500. And all they got to do is figure out the pitching, and they're going to be the state champions of 5A baseball.
Fabian's going to pinch run. So Fabian Hernandez, big Fabian Hernandez, number 23, will be going out to second base. Boy, that kid just he was big when we met him as a freshman, and it's like the Hulk. He just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Kid's going to be bench pressing Toyotas.
Fabian Hernandez looking for that official. I don't know if he has the official offer from Cornell University. A very big scholarship to earn when we talk about 2A athletics in Arizona.
So all he had to do is get his grades up, and he will be going to Cornell.
I was going to say, that's a pretty big academic school. So.
Yeah. What?
Big brains, Fabian Hernandez.
Cornell, famous alumni like Andy Bernard. 7-0. Mr. Meyer is going to just absolutely lift that thing up. Left of the third base, and that ball is going to be out. So
much more in control. Vincent Chigarello on that day.
Yeah.
They
were kind of overrunning. They were overrunning those fly balls in the beginning.
They were just antsy, but quarterback for the St. David Tigers football team, semifinalist. He's got a nice calming demeanor about him, and he had that one tracked the whole way. First out of the inning for the Tigers.
And so here comes the RBI stat man from last year, Javi Montiel, looking to put a couple more notches in his belt with a knock here. Inside, that ball's going to hit Javi, and yes, it will. He's going to take first base. And now a big spot for Cam Anderson in his first game as a varsity Bisbee Pumas starter to bring him a couple of runs.
Now here's a rule that we saw last year. I'm not so sure Javi Montiel did his best effort to get out of the way, and it hit him. So they could call that a ball, and I think that's what Javi was waiting on. It didn't look like he wanted to take first. He's just like, no, it's okay. I just didn't want to move.
Yeah. It's like, no, I'll just call it. I'll take the ball. I'm a big kid.
365 days till baseball tryouts. I got to toughen up. Shut up. I'm sorry.
And Javi's going to get pinch ran for. That's going to bring in Miguel Encinas.
All right.
First time seeing Miguel today. A sophomore, Miguel, one of the people competing for one of those two, well, as Todd calls them, open spots. There are 7 spots solidified for the Bisbee Pumas. Cam Anderson and Mr. Meyer Tristan are going to do their best to hold on to those other 2. Cam Anderson with a big spot here.
And don't forget, they have a Douglas transfer, David Correa, coming in that Coach Todd Hammond is very, very excited about for the Bisbee Pumas, and why wouldn't you be? We talked about the defense the Douglas Bulldogs play, and that's my favorite part of baseball.
First pitch to Cam, he's going to foul it back. He was all over that one.
I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, 0-1 to Cam. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. They said the bases are loaded. 3 more runs, and we are heading back to Sierra Vista for some Wayne basketball.
Well, I do like the idea from Cam Anderson. It still looked in that swing like he was unsure. It didn't look like he let the barrel of the bat go. Kind of like when we're on the golf course and the driver's just going everywhere. And we're like, please, this isn't that please swing.
Bases loaded pitch is a little low. 1-1 to the sophomore Cam.
Good eye from Cam Anderson there. That one's a little bit low. Good pop on the fastball from Luke Haymore. St. David throwing out a lot of pitchers tonight. They want to see who they have and what they have when region play starts.
1-1 pitch. He's going to, good eye, a little bit high, 2-1.
But was it though?
I mean, well, that's what the umpire said.
You got a better vantage point than I do. You know I don't give grief to the officials. Tough job. Very tough job.
Well, I'll be doing that in about an hour.
Okay.
2-1 pitch in the dirt, 3-1. Oh, we can't walk in the run. Come on, Luke.
Good block behind the plate by Cedar Haney. Huge for the St. David Tigers. And
Yes.
like you said, 3 runs away from ending this ball game. Every run counts at this point.
Luke Haymore put himself in a spot, and he's got to dig him out of it. He is, with the other 2 players down, he's going to be the leader of this team. 3-1 pitch. They need it. That's going to be a walk. Nice. Also nice by Canada to duck and ensure the run. But that's 8-0 Bisbee, bases loaded, and we have a serious problem on our hands because he's here, he's there, he's every freaking where. Sebastian Lopez coming to the plate.
Lopez in his last at bat, an RBI double right at the base of the left field wall.
Oh, I thought it was gone.
A little bit of Willie Mays Hayes in him. He's developed power.
With your speed, you need to put the ball on the ground.
8-0 now, 2 runs away. The game-ending run is on second base for the Bisbee Pumas.
That ball is high, 1-0. What a tough spot for Haymore. I mean, to try to get out of this jam. If they get out of this thing without losing the game in the 5th inning, that would be very impressive. What is it, GTA 5? That pitch is low, 2-0. And again, and we know what's waiting in the on-deck circle. So if he walks Lopez right here, Ross Olivario will end this game. 2 for 3 on the day, 2 triples.
Is exactly what the St. David Tigers are looking for. Trying to get out of the inning, but it's never a guarantee. You got that speed demon at the batter's box, Sebastian Lopez. Probably the hardest player in the history of all time to double up.
Oh, but you can just blow it by him like that. Nice pitch by Haymore. Fastball strike, 2-1.
I was just about to say Haymore's losing up, high and up, so his mechanics just aren't off. He's locating the pitches where he wants. He's got to dial it in a little bit, and that was a great fastball to do it.
2-1 pitch. Haymore goes with low. 3-1. Come on, Luke.
He's hitting the target where he wants to go, but he's just holding onto the ball that little bit too long. The mechanics are there. He's just got to find his release point.
I'd love to see Haymore and St. David get out of this inning, but that's a tall drink of water right there.
Only 1 away. 3-1 to count home to Sebastian.
Sebastian is going to hit a sky-high fly, so that should be the second out of the
Infield fly
inning.
rule.
Yep. So here comes Olivaria with his chance to end this game, up 8-0 with the bases loaded. Lopez is going to finish his day 1 for 3 on the day.
They say Olivaria. He told me it was Olivaria. There's 2 R's. There's 2 R's in his last name. Ross told me it was Olivaria.
Well, then we listen to Ross. He's the hit king of Cochise County.
I can't listen to Ross. He didn't tell me it wasn't Horatio all year last year. He just smiled and we had good conversation.
I want to know. Again, whether it's even if he walks Ross and you have Meyer waiting. Oh, Bisbee is so tough. They're such a tough team to beat.
Tough out.
They're just, that's what I tell Coach Todd, you're spoiled with this lineup. Pitch into Ross, he's going to knock that. Well played by the shortstop, and they are going to get out of the inning. So, St. David saving their own butts. It looks like you got a trip to make here in about 6 minutes.
We'll be fine.
I'm not worried about it.
Might just stick around. You're the basketball guy. Go set up yourself. No, you're not setting up yourself because we have your equipment right here. You set up for the baseball, so it would have to be me. Well, good job getting out of the inning for the St. David Tigers, giving themselves another turn at the plate. They don't want the goose egg. A lot of freshmen on this team are just getting their experience in varsity high school baseball right now. And what an experience it is under the lights of Warren Ballpark, taking on the defending two-way state champions. But it doesn't matter what the situation is. They want to get some runs on the board.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. You hate seeing that 0 on that scoreboard. So the Hunter's going to go back on the mound, but St. David's going to try to get something on there, even for their own morale purposes. But down to 8-0 here in the top of the 6th.
Oh. I was going to say, don't give him any food.
Folks, the concession stand will be closing shortly, so if you want to get some of those loaded nachos that Jeremy Meyer didn't bring me, get your butts over there now. Hot dogs and nachos available as well, but they'll be closing very shortly.
How was the hot dog? Yeah. It's a ballpark hot dog. For some reason, they just taste better.
You've never had a Dodger dog. There is something just different about a Dodger dog. You ever been to a
Dodger dog? Oh, weenie!
There's something different about a Dodger dog.
I just now thought about this. The most quotable movies in the history of mankind are baseball movies.
Pretty much.
He's fine.
What's up? No. I'm fine. I'm positive. Next time.
Well, Jeremy Meyer's way too nice to you.
It's like the wife with the dishes. Don't make me ask, okay?
Well, that's a good cutter. I just know Hunter Wright has a cut fastball. Roadhouse.
I might be able to work something out. I know a guy. So Hunter Wright back on the mound, up 8-0 in the top of the 6th. And we have Luke Haymore coming back to the plate. He got himself out of that jam. Let's see if he can get something going for St. David. 0 for 3 on the day. 0 for 2 on the day, excuse me. That's going to be flared. Hunter tried to make a play at it, but that was a little too outside the first baseline, so 0-1.
Good effort there from Hunter Wright. Threw him that cut fastball right away. I don't know if that's a traditional cutter, but that thing has movement on it from the word go.
You can't have those beautiful new white hats hitting the ground. What are you doing, boys?
Playing baseball.
I know. Those hats are so pretty, though.
You have a clean uniform. You don't feel like you played.
Oh, Lopez hit the ground on purpose.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a strike. Nice pitch by the Hunter to Haymore. 0-2.
Looks like every Puma pitcher worked on their velocity in the offseason. Hunter not only working on his velocity, I'll tell you, that cut fastball is not an easy pitch to throw and locate consistently.
Well, you talk about how hard it was to win last year. This year's going to be harder. Mm-hmm. So they had to go and improve. That's going to be knocked right to third. Hobby does charge on that one. Gets it over there, and he gets the out at... Okay, at first base.
When the ump's slower on you, it's an out.
Well, I was like, hello there, guy.
The only thing you can't really tell him is balls and strikes, because if he doesn't make the strike signal, it's a ball. But a good job there from Javi Montiel. Good defense. You can see a little bit of scar tissue dealing with the infield from last year. So a little bit tentative. You go ahead and get that glove all the way to the ground, brother.
He's not about to lose his sight.
Miles Richardson from the Valley Union Blue Devils in the chat. don't think I forgot, Miles. What's the score? It's 8-0. Bisbee Pumas on top of the St. David Tigers.
And a nice pitch by Hunter Wright, curveball to get the
He
strike.
has got some filth
On
on
double
that
E.
mound.
Yeah, he does. Double E with a swing and a miss on that curveball.
You want to know how good a pitcher is, you just look at the swings that are being taken at his pitches.
Another pitch in, knocked right to second base. Mr. Meyer misses the ball. Oh, the nerves are palpable right now for Tristan Meyer.
Scar tissue, Dave. The infield was expecting these bounces that just aren't going to come this year. With that one, you'd like to see, and this is just me watching the Douglas Bulldogs. Every time the Douglas Bulldogs have something on the infield, they are running forward to it. There's hardly a time where any Douglas player, and the reason I quote Douglas, they have the best defense in Cochise County, and it's not even up for debate. Oh, good move.
What a move by Hunter. The ball was a little too high. Ross couldn't get the tag down.
But just to finish my thought is the Douglas Bulldogs don't allow for those funny hops to happen. They take the last hop out of play.
Yeah, they're definitely a good team to watch if you want to see the fundamentals of how to dig out ground balls. That ball, Tristan Meyer can try again here. Got one. They not late on the throw to first, but they did get the lead runner out, so runner will stay on first for St. David.
Yeah, great job getting the lead runner. Looks like that's Jackson Alvarez playing shortstop, where we're used to seeing him. Almost gunned him down at first. I thought it was going to be a little bit less of a close play than it actually turned out to be. Good job from the Pumas, and good job hustling down the line to get the first and beat out that double play.
So 2 outs now here in the top of the 6th inning.
Another good pickoff move.
Yep. Hunter keeping him very honest over there.
Vincent Yeager, the pitcher for the St. David Tigers, starting pitcher, went 2 innings, no hits allowed, and 3 strikeouts.
With that runner on first, he's trying to hit a Yeager bomb, but he ducks out of the strike. The curveball has him so full that he ducked out of the way of a ball across the plate.
Hunter Wright has been very, very impressive on the mound. Jackson, we saw with his velocity, but you see the swings the St. David Tigers are taking. They haven't swung like that all day. And getting out of the way of the ball that drops on the inside corner.
Oh, what a beautiful pitch by Hunter. 0-2. Oh, they're just blowing their doors off right now.
Miles Richardson, if you're still here, how's the Valley Union Blue Devils baseball team shaping up?
Yeah. Did they play it? No, they obviously didn't play today. He's in the chat.
This is the first one. I looked for any other game. This is the first game.
Oh, okay. I thought you said there was like 4 games being played today in Cochise County.
Well, there's the 2 Cochise County basketball
County,
games.
okay.
We have Buena Colts, and then we have the Bisbee Pumas. And I don't know if anyone is doing the. Oh, they got to be.
Yeah, the peace and serenity of baseball is about to be replaced by the madness of the Buena student section in Sierra Vista, Arizona. It is going to be insanity tonight. That ball's going to be in the dirt, 2-2. He goes to the pickoff move at first.
Cochise College is live on Cool FM Live Sports. Oh my
Last
God.
2 loaded nachos.
No, not a chance. You keep them for yourself, guys.
No,
You didn't know.
we're
I
already closing.
I appreciate it, but I can't. It's free. I got to.
You got it.
Thank you so much.
Who announces stuff?
I did.
Can you let them know that our snack bar is closed? We sold out of everything.
Will do.
Bisbee Pumas, speaking of out, they get out of that inning. We go now to the bottom of the 6th inning. Pumas 2 runs away from closing this game out.
Folks, the snack bar is now officially closed. You'll have to try again next game. But thanks for coming out and supporting both of these teams. And we will, after this game concludes, we'll see you next time.
Oh my God, these are good. I'm not even saying these things are really good. Here we go.
Oh, come on. Come on, loaded nachos, you got it.
These are amazing. Shout out class of 2025. Those nachos are the best nachos I've ever had in my entire life. Yeah. And that's not exaggeration.
These are pretty good.
These are the best nachos I've ever had in my entire life. Holy Lord Almighty. Anyway, I got to go, Dave. You're on your own. I'm going to go set up for the Buena Colt basketball playoff.
Oh, great. I got to eat and do the game by myself?
Well, you got to do one of them.
All right, the nachos will have to wait.
You can stop the ad reads and just eat.
That's right. Nelson's going to help me with these nachos. You know he is.
Yeah, he is. He had a hot dog too. Well, he's a little kid. So.
Yeah, he's young. He can eat all that food. So Cochise County is up and running on Cool FM Sports. Paul Pizzicorda's got to take his butt to Wayne to set up for the playoff basketball game. So you're stuck with me for the rest of the day, folks.
And I had a day job. Speaking of Sean, he's like, so when are you getting home? I'm like, probably 10. I'm like, so you got to work. I'm like, yeah, at 8, here I am at 10.
So the Bisbee Pumas trying to That's when I stop talking. That's when you talk.
All right.
All right. So first pitch coming in here to Big Bombs, Bryson Meyer. 0-1. This is Simon. What's your last name?
Peters.
Simon Peters, my new color man here for the next inning and half an inning or possibly full inning. So 0-1 pitch to Bryson Meyer. Luke Haymore still on the mound for the Bisbee Pumas. Meyer's going to swing through that one 0-2. So Simon, how are you enjoying the game? What are you thinking about both teams?
Oh, this is great. This is great. The Pumas are really killing them right now. This is insane.
Yeah, these are your 2A defending state champions right here.
No.
0-2 pitch in from Haymore. Meyer's going to sky that thing right to first. They can't locate it, but second baseman does. One down here in the bottom of the sixth.
Very nice. Very clean.
Now batting number 8, Jackson Alvarez.
I've been inviting Simon out here for about a... Oh, yeah, take a seat. I've been inviting Simon out here for about a year. He finally got to join us down at the ballpark. I kept telling him what an experience this is down here. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Oh, yeah. How are you doing, Dave?
Oh, brother, I'm always well. I don't have bad days.
There we go.
Every day is more blessed than the next.
There you go.
But that's going to bring up Jackson Alvarez, one down in the bottom of the sixth. I got to watch opening day baseball and playoff basketball at the same day. Live. Oh, and he swings through the pitch. So some good pitching there on the mound from Haymore, getting Jackson with the fastball. 0-1. You see, we do our broadcast. This is our broadcast. We can do whatever we want. And folks at home that joined us, thank you so much for joining us for opening day baseball. Stay tuned because in an hour we're going live at Buena. That ball is behind Jackson Alvarez. Tried to Kappa his Tata on that one, but unsuccessfully.
Gotta go see Sally. I'm coming over here.
All right, one more loaded chip, and I'm giving these to Nelson. 1-1 pitch coming into the stud, Jackson. That's going to be outside, 2-1. Not great. Nachos and no napkins, a recipe for disaster. But it's all good. For a 2-1 coming into Jackson Alvarez. If Haymore can go 1, 2, 3 through these three hitters, that would be a heck of an inning. That ball's in the dirt though, 3-1. And the score is 8-0. Pumas on top here in the bottom of the sixth inning. 2 more runs in the bottom half of this inning and the game is over. If not, we go to the top half of the seventh where the St. David Tigers will have their hands full with an 8-run deficit. 3-1 pitch into Jackson. Jackson's going to foul it back, full count. A beautiful afternoon turned into evening here at my favorite place on earth, Warren Ballpark, Bisbee, Arizona. Not only do I get to call baseball games, but I get to do it in the oldest active baseball park in the country. 20 Hall of Fame players have played here. Former Chicago Black Sox players, the mighty Jim Thorpe, Connie Mack. So some legends have walked on this field. That ball's outside. That's going to be a walk to Jackson Alvarez. That's going to bring up the Hunter Wright with 1 out and a runner on first.
Now batting number 13, Hunter Wright.
So here comes the Hunter, looking really good on the mound. The co-broadcaster leaving his rosters behind like an amateur. So yeah, again, Deborah Jordan in the chat saying I would love to win this. I don't know which team you're referring to. If you're referring to St. David, yeah, you can pull off an 8-0 comeback with a half an inning to go. That would be historic. Nelson is not eating these nachos fast enough, making me feel guilty. And thanks again to the senior class 2025 Bisbee Pumas bringing us over free loaded nachos. So Hunter right at the plate. Runner on first, one out here, bottom of the sixth. Like I said, 2 runs will end this game. And that's going to be 1-0. With St. David down a couple of their big arms. So it's just kind of going to have to be a who's who of assortment of pitchers being thrown out there by the Tigers until hopefully they can get a couple of those guys back. 1-0. Oh, and that's a big swing and a miss by the Hunter. It's 1-1. Thanks to everybody that joined me today on Cool FM Live for Cochise County Baseball. Our ball is going to be fouled back, 1-2. All the games I have on my schedule, besides the Hayden game, are all going to be inter-Cochise County games. If I want to showcase games, it's going to be Bisbee against Wilcox or Tombstone against Benson and whatnot. St. David Valley Union. Represent Cochise County to the best of our abilities this year. Paul Pizzicorda will be doing a lot of Douglas Bulldogs and Buena games. I'm going to try to concentrate on 1 and 2A baseball. But you'll be seeing a lot of us everywhere. And he's just going to reach out and slap that thing into... They got hit the foot. But that is going to put runners on first and second with 1 out. Oh, is that going to be considered an out? Because they hit him in the foot, so they're going to call that an out. So that's 2 outs at the bottom of the 6th. I didn't know that. I didn't know that rule. Did you know that?
No. I could see maybe like an interference, but it's not intentional.
The reason why I invited Simon in here to co-broadcast with me is you can hear the voice, all right? The guy should be on the radio. So 2 outs, runner on first in the bottom of the 6th. And folks, you'll have to excuse me. When this game does conclude, I will have a very quick outro as I have to get my butt back to Sierra Vista as quickly as possible to support our Buena Colts. Started the year with a game winner from Sam Criado and just kept winning and winning and winning. Lost 1 game to Cienega by 8 points on the road with questionable calls, so the Buena Colts virtually undefeated right now. Yeah, he's going to try to steal second. Throws a little off. So that's going to put a runner in scoring position. 1-1 count to the Martinez Express. Friends of Warren Ballpark saying, "Let's go Pumas!" There, you got your 1 out of me, all right?
Let anybody sit up here nowadays, huh? Good thing. No, I don't either. No, I know you don't.
Checking the runner on second. Ball is going to be high. 2-1 to the Martinez Express. Again, Brian Martinez has thrown a no-hitter every year of his career. We'll see if he can pull one off this year. That's why he's the Martinez Express. That's a good pitch by Haymore. Strike 2 and 2 to Martinez. And 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner in scoring position. If Martinez can get on base, Tristan Meyer will have 1 more chance at redemption as he stands in the on-deck circle. Two and 2 pitch coming in the dirt, full count. Everywhere you go, everywhere you look. I always think full house, not full count. I had lunch with Bob Saget once. True story. I was an extra on an episode of Full House. I had lunch with Bob Saget and Dave Coulier.
Oh yeah, I think you told me this one before. Yeah.
Full count pitch.
Oh.
And he is going to tag that thing sky high to shortstop. He does not make the play at short. That ball's going to hit the ground. He's mad at himself. It's the first game of the year. We had a long season. Don't be too hard on yourself. That's going to make it 9-0 Bisbee. 1 run away from victory. And Tristan Meyer, like I said, with a chance of redemption on a day that hasn't been his best day in his first start as a Bisbee Puma. But that's okay. Again, long season. A lot of baseball to play. Tristan Meyer is going to be fine.
I know, Dave, is this preseason?
No, this is opening day baseball between the Bisbee Pumas and the St. David Tigers. This is the first game in all of our Cochise County teams to start the season. Bisbee Pumas did have a scrimmage against the Douglas Bulldogs last week, working a couple things out. But again, coming off that 2A state title, this will be Bisbee's officially 11th win in a row, going back to last season. And they took out a absolute who's who to win that title. They beat a region winner. They beat an undefeated region winner, and then they beat Phoenix Christian. They beat Benson. Yeah, they had an unbelievably historic run to end last season, beating the region-winning Tombstone Yellow Jackets, and then their 4 consecutive playoff games. And that ball is skied up. This play should be easily made, and it is. That's going to get St. David out of the inning. A half an inning of baseball to play here, down 9-0 to the Bisbee Pumas. So St. David, their only goal at this point is to try to get that 0 off the board. A little consolation run for them, but it looks like they will not be coming out of Warren Ballpark with a victory. No shame in that game. Very young team. 5 freshmen in the starting lineup today, as St. David had a couple of injuries to a couple of very critical players, and Cooper Merrill and Owen Judd. All right, that's it, Nelson. This is my last one. You're taking this thing. Larissa Sotelo in the chat saying, "Let's go Pumas!" Jeremy Meyer, the DJ here at Warren Ballpark, playing songs that I know he's never heard. So I don't know who recommended to him that he play this stuff, but the kid's got his ear. A lot of those sweet new Bisbee hats running around the ballpark today.
I'm surprised at some of these kids walk-up songs, too. I mean...
Yeah, they keep their heads ringing by Cam Anderson.
That's insane.
The sophomore.
I know it's a... Jake Cronenworth uses that off the Padres, but still, that is a wild song to pick.
I was, again, this is Cam Anderson's first game in the starting lineup. That's the first time I'm hearing his walk-up song, and I'm like, really?
Well, good pick. Great pick.
Yeah, a 15-year-old kid picking a song for 1995.
Yeah.
That song was made long, long, long before he was born.
Or one walking up to Nate Dogg, too.
Yeah, the Sebastian Lopez, yes. Now, if you didn't hear my co-broadcaster saying, 2 years ago, Sebastian Lopez was top 10 in the nation in stolen bases. He is absolutely the fastest kid you will ever see on a baseball field. And he makes me look like a genius. You obviously heard me crystal balling him to second base. Pidgey said I'm wrong. I'm never wrong. Did I not say that Jackson was going to knock in the RBI as he was standing on second? These kids make me look like an absolute genius. So the last half inning of baseball here in Bisbee, Arizona, and I will make my way back to Sierra Vista to go cheer on the Buena Colts as they take on Horizon in a playoff game. It's going to be a big one. That gym is going to be absolutely Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative Electric. I'm going to take my Ed Morris drive back to Sierra Vista. Hopefully not have to call Barnett's Towing. Stop by my house, which is looks so beautiful thanks to Grasshopper Landscaping. And if I get pulled over, I will show them the registration that I acquired at Ginger's Titles. It's pretty good, right?
That was very good. I like
I'm the best in the business, brother. I'm the best in the business. And again, you know, it gets a little dusty here at Warren Ballpark, so I'll definitely have to wash my hands using some soap from Sierra Vista Soap Company after I get home. And if I get a chance to watch anything on TV before I have to go over to the stadium, I will be using my television provided by Aloe Fiber, of course.
very subtle.
It's pretty good, right? I live in a beautiful home that I will not be selling anytime soon, so I will not be making any calls to the best real estate team in the business. Sure, ETHELL, 717-599-2439. That ball is going to be skied into right field. He's charging at it. What a catch! Out in right field. Play made. First out of the top of the 7th inning. That's Bryson Meyer in right field with a diving catch. And yes, the Bisbee Pumas are very good at baseball, as you're learning right now. This is a 2A team, brother.
That was a beautiful dive for it.
What?
No way.
Bryson Meyer caught that ball like I caught the Rona in 2020. Huh. Just never mind. Nelson pointing out the fact that runner is going to stay on first base. Oh, Sebastian Lopez is taking the mound. This is the guy that closed out the championship game against Phoenix Christian. Showing off every part of the arsenal. Sebastian Lopez, the quarterback of the Bisbee Pumas, we are well aware of the accolades there. We're well aware of what he does on the baseball field. Basketball is his third sport, and he won 2A Player of the Year in the region, scoring 24 points a game. The kid, he is one of the best athletes that have ever come through these hallways here in Bisbee, Arizona, and I'm going to tremendously enjoy my last season with him after these years of getting to know him and his family and being a part of this. So my last year with Sebastian Lopez. I'm going to probably cry that last game. It better be in the championship game. That'll give me a reason to not look stupid.
You say third sport?
Yes. Yeah, he's a three-sport. He is the quarterback of the football team. He won Player of the Year. He's the power forward for the basketball team. He won Player of the Year. And he's the center fielder for the Bisbee Pumas who won the state title.
My God.
He's quite the accomplished young man.
I would say so.
And he's been doing it for years. Started all three sports as a sophomore. Pitch is in. That's going to be a walk by Sebastian Lopez. 2 runners on. Trying to make me late. I have a very important date. So Lopez is going to have to finish this off. 1, 2, 3 so I can get out of here and get to Buena. I'm counting on you, kid. You've known me for years. You owe me this much. Two runners on, no outs. Pitch is in the dirt. That's going to advance the runners into scoring position. And Lopez looking a little shaky in his first appearance. And thanks to everybody that joined me on opening day here today. My next game will be March 5th in Benson, Arizona, as the Bobcats host these same Bisbee Pumas. You go out there to the Mini Monster in Benson. You should see it. They got a Mini Monster in right center. It's awesome. That's going to be a little high, 2-0. Benson Bobcats, a team that live in the semifinals in 2A baseball. Had a down year last year and lost in the semis. 2-0 pitch, 2 runners in scoring position. That's a get-right strike by Lopez. He gets it across the plate for the strike, 2-1. Number 5, Vincent Ciccarello at the plate for the St. David Tigers. And a spot to erase that 0 off the board. That's a strike, 2-2. Pick Lopez a couple of batters, but it looks like he's finding his form. Two and 2 pitch. Lopez looking for the strikeout, and he gets it. Lopez 6 down Ciccarello, 1 out in the top of the 7th. Still 2 runners in scoring position. St. David trying to get that 0 off the board, much less mount the greatest comeback in high school baseball history.
I think they got it in them.
St. David is a factory. Trust me, it would not be the most surprising thing ever. First pitch to Grant Haymore is going to be low, ball 1. Grant Haymore, the freshman, put in some big spots here today, including leadoff hitter and pitcher. So Coach Goodman believes a lot of this young man. That's inside, 2-0. Again, the whole crew's back. Nelson's on the scoreboard. We're back, baby. Baseball season is back. Nelson just likes me because I gave him Taco Bell. 2-0 pitch to the freshman. That's going to be hit right to short. They're going to allow the run to score, throw the runner out. So 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. But St. David gets that 0 off of the board. So RBI for the freshman, Grant Haymore. So congratulations. And that's going to bring up Owen Judd, who's 0 for on the day, except for in the category of stink eyes. He is 5 for 5. Owen Judd probably a little mad at himself for the 0 for performance because he is one of the big players for St. David. Senior Owen Judd. I got another player that we've been watching for some years now. Started as a sophomore. I'm assuming he's part of the Dawson Judd tree. St. David and Benson having a lot of family members and spread between those 2 schools. 1-0 pitch from Lopez. That's going to be a little high, 2-0. They're going to run me exactly to the wire, aren't they? 2 outs, 1 out away from a victory here on opening day at Warren Ballpark for the Bisbee Pumas. 2-0 pitch. That's a strike, 2-1.
Very quick.
Again, Lopez, Coach warned us about it, but the only time we saw him as a pitcher last year was closing out the final inning of the championship game. That's going to be flared into right field, and that's going to be a hit. Another run for the St. David Tigers. 9-2 on the board. 2-out rally for St. David. If you got your hats on to St. David, turn them around inside out, because the Tigers are going to try to make a run at this. 9-2, runner on first, and that's going to bring up the biggest bat of them all for the Tigers, Luke Haymore. Luke! The St. David showing that they got a little fight in them as well. Not going quietly into the night. That pitch is outside, 1-0. Again, folks, in about 45 minutes, we're going live in Sierra Vista, Arizona. It's the Buena Colts hosting a 5A state basketball playoff game. It is going to be intense, to say the least. That's a good pitch, 1-1. Lopez starting to find his locations. Lopez checking the runner on first. Pickoff moves have gotten very clean for the Bisbee Pumas.
He's very subtle with it.
An absolute, total natural athlete. That's a swinging strike, 1-2. Brian Martinez also threatening the runner at first. He picked off a lot of them doing that last year. 1-2 pitch. Again, I'm going to have a very quick outro here, folks, because I got to make my way back to Sierra Vista. So thank you, everybody, that joined me today on Cool FM Live for opening day baseball in the most beautiful place that this sport has, Warren Ballpark in Bisbee, Arizona. That is a strikeout. That's going to end the game. Final score, Bisbee Pumas 9, St. David Tigers 2. Great game all around by the Pumas. St. David Tigers, good experience for some young kids. But folks, thanks for everybody for joining us, and we will see you in about 45 minutes in Sierra Vista, Arizona.